Yo, welcome back. What's going on, guys? You made it. Good to see you. Are you ready for another trip? Yeah. Yeah, I like string cheese. I got smart this time. I brought road trip snacks with me. Yeah. All right. Well, what is going on? Beautiful people, welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and we're back on Run 8 Train Simulator, potentially one of the best, if not the best, American freight train simulator out there that you can buy right now. Kenny Elliott's in the house. X-Commutation, welcome to the stream. Monorific Quarter Block, welcome back, man. Good to see you. KB1285's in the house. Good to see you as well. Practice, welcome back. We lost him, boys. He ain't flying with the Mad Dogs anymore. Hang up his wings. He went working for the railroad. Yeah, hey, I'm on a tour right now, I guess you could say. I'm definitely been I definitely have been on a train railroading kick right now. But don't worry, my head is always in the clouds, and flying will never stop. So we'll be flying really soon. Don't worry, guys. For those who want to see Flight Sim, for those who want to see DCS World, we'll be flying very soon. But also, I'm hoping to do some trucking as well in the near future. Yeah. Not too near, but like whenever American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim add the like the regular cars and the buses, oh, best believe we gonna be in that thing. Yeah, the music's a vibe for real. I feel like when the music is a vibe, it changes my voice and the way I talk. It does. I feel like a mood. You know what I'm saying? Rob, welcome to the stream, man. Good evening to you, bro. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. David, it's good to see you as well. Shout out to my homies out there watching on TikTok. Thank you for the hearts. We are live on TikTok and on YouTube. And yes, we are driving CSX as 5445. We need to get moving before we hold up any traffic on the line here. It's only a single track, so we don't want to gridlock the server. We're on the Depot Plus server, multiplayer server. And we're currently in Georgia. We're in where are we at exactly? We're south of Atlanta in a place called Manchester, Georgia. Yeah, I've never heard of it either. But we'll be heading southbound towards Waycross. We're not gonna make it the whole way though, not today. I know yesterday we had plans to continue yesterday's drive today. Yesterday we drove BNSF from Barstow, California, and we were heading over to LA. It was about I think we covered about 50 miles yesterday. Stopped in somewhere just outside of San Bernardino, and we're planning on driving that same route today, or continuing and finishing that route today. But you know what? Let's hold that story. We'll come back. Let's get the train moving. We got a long drive. We got plenty of time to talk. Let's get rolling, and we'll do our thing. All right, y'all good? Delta fan, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Proctus, hopefully you'll stick around for a ride a little bit, man. I gotta get you on this server, bro. I gotta get you, because I could have used you today. We could have did a drive together. We could have did some local work. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice. Yes, Muhammad, we back to back, baby. We back to back. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna turn the music down. We'll bring the music back once we get rolling as well. But for now, let's just get it turned down and let's get focused on the job at hand. So I have the job picked up here. As I said, we are in a place called Manchester, Georgia, south of Atlanta, and we are on the CSX Fitzgerald sub. We're at actually campground where we are, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that on the screen. I know this whole monitor is confusing. I'm not going to explain it right now, but if you have questions, feel free. I'm definitely down to let you know. It's very confusing. I do know. I do agree. But we're at basically the top left of this map. And it goes from left to right, and then left to right, and then left to right. And so we're at the very top. We're Quebec, or Q60606. No, wait, so Q60605 is our train tag, and we're CSX 5445. We're 8,900 feet long today, and our horsepower per ton is 0.9. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But anyways, that's where we are, and we're just gonna go. I mean, it's about a 200-mile trip to where this train actually needs to terminate, and we're not going to make it that far, I don't think. We can do like 55 miles an hour. We'll see what the hills and things look like. So, but again, let's just kind of get going, and we can talk more about the challenges of our drive. Sorry, a little later. So let's go ahead and click on a train, and we'll go ahead and get it started up. So hit auto start, aka Control E for my flight simmers out there, and you should hear it firing up. Might be a little quiet. So that should fire up all of our locomotives. By the way, guys, I'm gonna take my eyes off the chat for the next few minutes while we get the train going, so we can get out of here. I don't want to delay. I want to get rolling. What's up, Taylor? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you over there on TikTok. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so we got the engines all started up. We have, I think, just 3 locomotives on this train today, I believe. I need to check the train report. I believe we only have 3 locomotives on this train. Let me actually check it out. Yeah, that's correct. It's crazy. I know. We had like 4. We had 6 yesterday in SoCal. And we have 3 today. It's crazy. Like, what? The differences between the West Coast and the East Coast is so crazy. So we do auto MU, so auto multiple unit and distributed power, auto circuit breakers, auto EOT, and again, we'll do the air brakes ourselves. All right, so that's getting going. I'm gonna hop inside the cab. Again, I'll show you guys the full length of the train a little later. Right now, let's get it going. So this is the cab, a little different than yesterday. We are in the ES44DC, I believe. What is our dispatch code we need to get put in here? Fitzgerald sub is channel 14, tone 5. So we'll go here, go to channel, what did I say? 15? 14, channel 14, so hit 1, 4. And there it is, switches over. And what we're gonna wanna do is put our reverser in forward. Actually, we're not gonna do that yet because we wanna go ahead and charge our brakes up here. So right now we are on the independent brake. We will go ahead and actually release the auto brake there. This is gonna be interesting. It's a different challenge than yesterday because the configuration of our locomotives is much different than it was in yesterday's drive. So you have to kind of think a lot differently here. Gen field switches up, cab lights and step lights don't need those. Window heater, don't need that. That's one crazy sound from the dispatch. We'll get some lights on here in the front. And I should be able to release that handbrake, and that'll actually stretch the train out. I'm not sure if we're on an uphill gradient right now to start. That's kind of unconfirmed at the moment. I'll probably go ahead and let the brakes charge up first before I release the handbrake, just in case we're on a hill. I don't want it to stretch out too much. Taylor says the Fitz is the best route so far. Really? Yes. Benja Tavios. Yes, we are online. Yes, we are online. It's a pretty cool route. I thought, since we couldn't do the drive I want to do today, again, I was planning on driving into LA today. But again, I'll explain why we couldn't once we get rolling. But I was planning to drive to LA. Once I found out we couldn't, I was like, you know what, let's just go see what else we can do. And I was like, you know what, let's go somewhere completely different, somewhere green. The opposite of Southern California. So that's what we're doing today. That is what we're doing today. All right, so one trick that I've learned to get the brakes pumped up a bit faster is to leave it in neutral, as we are, and then actually put some throttle in. A couple notches. And then that should actually help pump the brakes up a bit faster. It does seem a little quiet, or is it just me? Let me check. All right, there we go. It's the same, but it's okay. All right, so looking for our main is pumping up. Now in this case, like yesterday, we had a locomotive at the back of our train, so it wasn't really accurate what the air reading was at the back. Well, it was accurate, but it wasn't accurate what the train was kind of doing. But now, since we don't have a locomotive at the back, What we see here at rear is actually what's being broadcasted to us from our end of train device. So it's actually the air in the final car. So this is actually going to be a bit more interesting this time. So I believe the front is at, what is that, 72? Or I always get these numbers mixed up. All right, that looks better. I'm not that familiar with the CSX line, so if you guys have tips about it or kind of fun facts, definitely throw those in the chat anytime during the stream. I'm definitely down to learn more about the CSX line and the A line out here. Do it, Proctus. Do it. Do it, bro. Do it. So what we're seeing here, though, is that our DPU, our other locomotive in the back of the train, or in the middle of the train, technically, it's a mid DPU, is still pumping up, so it's not done. So we'll give it time. Let the brakes charge up. We're definitely going to need them. That is for sure. In the meantime, what we can do is kind of... Okay, don't do that. Is brief what our route is today. So as I said, we are in a town called Manchester. We're technically just out of Manchester, just south of Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna head as south. We're gonna head as far as possible today. The goal was very similar to yesterday. We'll probably do an hour to 2 hours worth of driving, and we'll find somewhere to park it. And then, you know, maybe we'll pick up later, or maybe we'll let somebody else drive it. We'll see how we're feeling, right? What's up, Jack? Welcome to the stream, man. It's called Run 8. The game is called Run 8, my friend. Run 8. And so that's the goal as far as us. It's a road train. We don't have any stopping and starting really to go. I was kind of hoping to give you guys some of that today and do some, not really yard work, but just, you know, drop off some cars somewhere. But again, I'll explain why we're not doing that today. So it's a really basic kind of A to B type of job we got going. Really simple. The challenge is going to be kind of just the hills. There's a lot of hills and stuff out here. But I'm not going to walk the entire length of the train. Don't feel like I need to today. And I'll do a drive-by so you guys can see the whole thing, but I'm not going to walk it fully. This is not open rails. This is called a Run 8, my friend. Run 8. But so information about our train. Again, we are the Q train, Q60605 CSX 5445. We are 8,930 feet long. We are 15,433 pounds heavy. Our current horsepower per ton is 0.9. Remember, yesterday, driving over the Cajon Pass, our horsepower per ton was like 3 or 5 or something like that? I can't remember what it was. It was like 2 point something, right? So we had like double the horsepower of what we're pulling. Today, not the case. We have 143 cars today behind us. Yep, 143 total cars. 111 are loaded, 32 are empty. So that's what we got going on today. Again, like I said, we have a mid DPU today. So our additional locomotive help is in the center of our train rather than the back. It's kind of the way they do operations out here on the A line. They don't really do rear end DPUs. They do mid DPUs. Not sure why, but that's the way they do things.
Every day.
At Sean Madison Q1D donated $5 through Super Chat.
Sean!
What's up, Blue Game? Thanks for another Run 8 train simulator. Are you doing okay tonight? Did someone pick up the job you was running on yesterday live?
Way to get to that, Sean. Thank you, my friend, for the Super Chat donation over on YouTube, and I really do appreciate that. Chris Hall, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, good to see you. Let's get to it, guys. I think we should be pumped up. I think we're pumped up. Let's check. Man, it's still pumping back there, and that other, why is it taking so long? Our manual reservoir in the front is looking good, but our manual res in the back is still pumping up. Give it another notch of throttle here. Maybe that'll help pump it up a bit quicker. It is a long train. Again, like I said, 100 and I think it says it here as well. So 111 loads, 32 empties, 146 total units, 590 total axles. Hopefully we don't get any hot boxes today. Our train miles per hour limit is 50 miles per hour. And the reason why is because we have 35 loaded hazmat cars today behind us. So there are restrictions when driving with hazmat cars. And so that's going to stop us at 50 miles an hour for our trip today. Again, the drive from here where we're at to the destination of Waycross, Georgia, is about 199 miles total. Again, we're not going to probably make it that far. That's probably going to take us 5 to 6 hours one way. You know what I mean? So I don't think I have the energy to make it 6 hours a night like last night. You know what I mean? So we're going to go as far as we can, and we'll make it happen. MNS Sports Fan, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Paul Jansen, welcome aboard. You ran the West Colton to Riverside on run 8 today. That was 161 cars and 3x2 with only 3 units online. Wow, that must have been pretty challenging, Paul. Must have been pretty challenging. Sports Fan, this is a run 8, my friend. Run 8. Is this a Z train? Do you consider this a Z train? You wish you could play Run 8 more, but Run 8's DLCs are just way too pricey. I don't blame you, man. They are pretty pricey. Do I use a rail driver? So actually, I'm kind of glad you asked. Yes, we're actually using the rail driver today. Yesterday we used the TSC train controller, which I love, but I had an issue with the dynamic brake, so we've kind of reverted back to what I know works. And so we're using the rail driver for today's stream. All right, we're ready to go. Looks like the that mid DPU is now pumped up with the reservoir and all that. It's all even. Let's go ahead and bring our throttle back to idle. And right now we're just sitting on the independent brake. We'll go ahead and kill the hand brakes. That's probably going to stretch the train out. We'll go forward on the reverser, and we'll go ahead and call dispatch. Now we're not at a signal, so we might not get anything from them. Yeah, we're CSX 5445. Proceed on signal indication. Yep, they gave us a clear through a campground. Nice. So we're clear up to 5th Avenue. Sounds good. All right, guys, let's get going. Let's get going. So we'll get our lights. Make sure the lights are turned on, which I believe they are. We have to go outside and check. Yeah, they're on. All right, they're on. Beautiful. All right, let's get it. Y'all make this look so fun. It is fun, bro. If you like trains, it's fun. If you don't like trains, it's probably not fun. But I like trains, so it's fun. All right, reverser is forward, right? Throttle is currently idle. Automatic brake is off. Let's go ahead and add a notch. I'm actually very, I might be driving pretty conservative in this train because of the way the DPUs are configured. I mean, I'm more comfortable with the DPU being at the very back. I feel like it's less likely to break. We'll do 2. Do notch 2. And we'll slowly bring the engine brake off. And hopefully we start rolling forward. All right, let's get some horn action. Yo, buddy. Hold on, let's go. Oh, underground. Underground train. Go away. One more notch of throttle. Yep, we're in 3. Owls FS in the chat. Georgia. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Alright, since we're just getting started and we're nice and slow at the moment, we'll do a nice full train roll by here at the crossing so we can see what we got going on. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to see the full roll by here as we come to this crossing. Does it have trip optimizing or energy management? You know, to be honest with you, I don't think so. Good evening, Logan. And if it does have that, I don't know how to use it. I wouldn't be surprised if it did have it, but I doubt it. I doubt it. What's up, Kingdom Slayer? Welcome back to the stream, man. Good to see you. Love the streams. I appreciate that, man. I agree with you, Taylor. I do. I agree. And good evening, Logan. Sports fan says, coming from Flight Sim, this is so different, but cool to see a similar hobby. It is. Like, I feel like trains and the way that the communities operate and the things that they want, and just, I don't know, like, to me, it's a parallel. Like, I love Flight Sim, obviously. I'm a flight simmer, but I'm also a train simmer, and I can be both, you know? And the way, like, they're both pretty slow-paced hobbies as far as, like, they're pretty chill. Like, when you fly a plane, all of, like, the excitement happens at the beginning to set up the programming of the computer. You take off, and then you're on autopilot for 2 hours, right? In this case, with the trains, there's really no autopilot, at least not with this train. There are some passenger trains out there that do have, like, an auto throttle, and we're not going to go into all that, but, like, basically an autopilot. But in a similar way, like, this is pretty slow-paced. You have long trips sometimes. Sometimes you have, you know, local jobs where you're more busy. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do. But, like, as far as, like, the style, it is very similar to me. Very similar. Wish there were more games set in the Northeastern Corridor. Yeah, I would like to see that too. I want to see more of the U.S. represented all as a whole, not just the Northeastern Corridor or the West Coast. Like, I want to see more Midwest stuff happening. I want to see stuff in Canada. I want to see stuff in the Gulf Coast. Yeah, I want to see stuff everywhere. That's what I want to see. Any train games that include the New York City subway? Not that I know of. The closest thing you're gonna get is Train Sim World and the Metro North, or the MTA stuff. The Metro, the above ground mainly stuff, in and out of New York Penn Station. That's the closest I think I have to New York City subway. That's the closest I got. You just started learning the C-130 in DCS. It's pretty fun. It is pretty fun. Ferromex. What's Ferromex? Train Sim World 6 will have the Subway series coming out soon for New York City subways. You're probably talking about Metro Rivals, which is like a whole different game. It's not really Subway, but I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with it. Silent Assassin says, I like Train Sim, Farm Sim, and American Truck Sim. Yeah, I feel like all those just really, I mean, like, I feel like there's a type of person, and I feel like if you feel that way, then we relate. Like, we really do relate, because I do enjoy Farm Sim, Trucking Sim, Train Sim, Flight Sim, and those particular sims all really kind of logistically kind of go together, because trains, what are trains doing? They're moving farming equipment, or they're moving, you know, grain from the farms. Trucks are doing the same thing. Planes are, you know, doing, you know, passengers, but cargo, you're also moving goods and stuff like that too. So it's all like logistics simulator, basically, is what I guess I like. Bro, we still haven't seen the mid DPU yet, by the way. We still haven't seen our other locomotive, the Mexican Union Pacific. Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that one. What's up, Darren Reeves? Welcome to the stream, man. Canadian Locomotive Logistics is in the chat. I built a web interface to control my model train on my layout, complete with a GUI. Nice. That's some skill, man. That's not easy to do. I'll give you that, man. That's not easy to do. I wouldn't mind seeing some trains in Mexico. Like I said, I want to see trains everywhere, man. I'm open-minded to try trains in different countries, different regions. All right, here comes our mid DPU, our mid locomotive, finally reversed. It took a while to see it. Like a while. We're long, guys. We are long. I love SnowRunner. I've been playing Roadcraft a little bit as well. Yeah, I do like it. Sometimes I wish American Truck Sim was more like SnowRunner with the physics and all that. Trainwreck says you have train videos from the cab, from your cab. I would love to see it, man. Routes in the Midwest are boring. Trust me. Good to know. Good to know. I guess I don't doubt it. It's mostly like just flat farm out there in the Midwest, isn't it? I mean, I've flown out there a lot in flight sim, not in real life, but in flight sim. I actually have flown the Midwest in real life on the way to Oshkosh a few years ago. But yeah, it's not much out there except for the cornfields. It's always fun to make fun of other railroaders calling them foamers. Yeah, I know. Trainwreck says you run the Tehachapi Loop. Do you have actual video of you driving the Tehachapi Loop? Because we can like hook up, and I would love to see that. Because as you know, it's very uncommon to get to see any American train footage from the cab for whatever reason. I don't think it's technically, like, I don't think the companies allow for it. Louisiana and East Texas have some of the hardest territories to run trains on the Union Pacific. Why is that? Why is it so hard? Southern Ferroquinologists? What a name. By the way, guys, we are live on TikTok and on YouTube, so I am monitoring both chats. So, all right, here comes the back of our train, finally. How long has it been? Does somebody have a timer? We're only doing 50 miles an hour right now, but hopefully not running through any red lights. Is Depot Plus or SP World? This is the Depot Plus. Depot Plus. The new ATS 1.5S has new physics. Yeah, I did hear about that. Again, I haven't tried it. And there's our EOT at the back with the empties. And let's get back in our train. Let's see. All right, where are we? Okay, we're at the campground now, and we still have clear signals. Beautiful. All right, let's get some power down. So we're notch 8. It's not showing that we have any grade right now. We're on an even grade, but we're not speeding up much either. Brakes are all released. Make sure nothing's dragging. That's all good to go. Be a good idea to test my distance counter and make sure that's working. You're on the Norfolk Southern Pocahontas division. Is that a real division? Is that a real thing? Please tell me it's a real thing. Pocahontas division. You work on BNSF Marshall sub for a year. 222 miles of corn. Wow, 222 miles of corn. Am I checking cab? I am now. Blue. I mean practice. Yeah, fucking hour. It took a long time. How are the new physics in American Truck Sim? I don't have plans on really trying it anytime soon. Like I said, I'm mainly waiting for like the cars and stuff to be a thing. Not that I don't like driving trucks. I love driving the trucks. It's just, you know, here's my issue. I'm not sure you guys probably can't see it behind me, but right there. That's my driving rig back there behind me. I have another computer where my driving rig is, and it shares. I use it both for racing and for trucking, but I use a whole different setup, like wheel setup and everything like that for racing versus trucking. And so when I'm racing, I like to have my racing gear up, but then when I'm trucking, I want to switch to my trucking gear, right? Third world problems, right? Or first world problems, I should say. Alert. But anyways, and so I have my racing stuff up right now because I've been doing that more often lately than trucking. But when I do hook up the truck stuff, then I'll do a bunch of trucking and like no racing. Try running a 20 kiloton, 12,000 foot coal train down the Cajon while thinking about Duffy Street. Wow. We hold the world record for either largest train or the most cars on the coal train, over 400 cars. Wow. 400 cars. That is crazy. That is crazy. I wonder what that feels like. That's gotta be like, as a driver, like scary. Like, how many locomotives do you need to pull 400 coal cars? What's up, True Blue? Welcome to the stream, man. No, you didn't miss much. We're just getting started, man. We're just getting going. We're here in on the A line on the Fitzgerald sub in Georgia, southbound, heading towards Waycross. Again, we will not make it all the way to Waycross today. That will be about a 5 to 6 hour drive, and I don't have time for that today. All right, got a nice clear signal up ahead. Probably 3x3x2. Sweet. Yeah, very interesting division name. You thought the Pocahontas sub would be in the Virginia area? Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Are buses coming to American Truck Sim? I haven't heard of the buses coming to American Truck Sim. I've only heard of them going to Euro Truck Sim. I mean, we have buses in America. It's not as common as it is in Europe. Like cross-country buses. It's not as common here. But I don't see why they wouldn't. I feel like they should probably add it to both games. Looks pretty cool, especially when the trucks go into a corner and when you go over bumps and curves. Yeah, I bet. Proctor says that NASCAR is about to start back up again, so yeah, I can see that you may want to play NASCAR again. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Practice. NASCAR starts up this weekend. The Daytona 500 is this Sunday. I'm excited, man. Is it this Sunday or is it next week? I thought it was this Sunday. I think it's this Sunday. Let me look it up. Got some butt pucker, but after that, wow, it's no big deal. All right, we're trying to get up. We are going downhill a little bit right now, so we can hopefully pick up some speed. We got a signal coming in about 3 miles. When is the Daytona 500? Oh, it's the 15th. That's not this weekend, right? Is it this weekend? Oh crap! It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Why did I think it was later in the week? It's only Tuesday, so it is this weekend. And Valentine's Day is also this weekend, so I gotta remember that. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited for NASCAR. It's kind of tricky because like it's like Valentine's weekend, so like I need to spend time with my wife most likely, but I definitely want to like block out the entire Sunday to watch the Daytona 500. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna record it if anything else. What's up, Captain Lee? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Joker of the Trade, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. The closest railroad that you go to see trains is Inman Yard in Atlanta, Georgia. Nice. I've actually been thinking about taking my son, who's 1 year old, to a yard nearby, because he actually has shown a lot of interest in trains. Like I'll put trains on the TV and he'll be like, whoa. But I think that I want him to see a train in real life. I want him to see how massive like a train is in real life. I think it's gonna blow his mind, especially if he gets to hear it or hear the horn. All right, we're getting some speed now, guys. We're going sorry, going downhill. 0.81. Again, it's pretty hilly out here from what I understand. Do you have to run DPUs? I mean, I guess you don't have to. But I didn't build this train. This train was built for me by somebody else. I'm just running the train. Have I played Derail Valley? Yes, I played a lot of Derail Valley. A lot. I have a whole YouTube series that I did. How long ago was that now? A year ago? 2 years ago, maybe? Probably 2 years ago now. Alright, let's watch our speed. I'm gonna bring my throttle back a bit. so we don't go over 50. Can we see the train? Yeah, you can see the train. Hold on. Alright, now we're going uphill. Yeah, this is what it's going to be. This is what the Fitzgerald sub, I believe. If I remember correctly, it's like this. It's a lot of speeding up and slowing down. Speeding up and slowing down. But, unlike yesterday's drive in SoCal, which I just reminded myself, I need to tell you guys a story, is much faster. I think our we didn't go very fast yesterday. We were going like 15, 20, 30 miles an hour through the Cajon Pass. Today we can go 50. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky kind of managing our speed here without breaking the train apart. Gotta let the TO run the train? TO. What's TO? What does that mean? Can I do the LA Grand sub? No, we don't have that one. What's up? You hate to like me. Welcome to the stream, man. We're on the Fitzgerald, the CSX Fitzgerald sub today. Trip optimizer. Do we have that? Is that a thing? Yep, F1 is in March. I'm very excited for that too. This is going to be a very exciting year for F1 because it's a brand new car. Like, the car is completely new. Everybody's starting from scratch again. So we have no idea who's going to actually be on top. Like, it's no guarantee it's going to be Red Bull again. There's no guarantee it's going to be Mercedes or McLaren. Like everything we thought from the last car and how fast the different teams were completely resets. Just like back when Mercedes was dominant in F1 for like freaking 6 years in a row or whatever it was, and Red Bull finally caught up, right, to beat Hamilton in that one race, and then the year after everything reset, and Hamilton hasn't won a race since because his team has not had the dominant car anymore. So, who is going to be like that in this next era, I guess you could say. You know what I like about this track is that I love how it's just like you're driving through the forest. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like trees everywhere. It's the complete opposite. Yesterday we were driving in the freaking desert. It was just as far as you could see, just desert and a few bushes here and there. Am I going to root for Cadillac, or are you going to have a different favorite team this year? No, I'm gonna stick with the teams that I was already supporting. I mean, of course, I'm gonna root for Cadillac because Cadillac is our new home team, right? The American team. So I'm definitely gonna root for them, just like I was rooting for Haas before. VRF Simmer, welcome to the stream, and yes, this is a payware add-on. Yes, it is. So yes, of course, I'm gonna root for them. I still kind of want Haas to do well because Haas was the original US team, but it's tough. Like, I support McLaren. That's my team. That's as a team, that's my #1 team. I would say I'm going for Ferrari. I like Ferrari and Hamilton specifically. I like him, and that's really my two main ones. That's who I want to see succeed. Red Bull, I could care less if they're good or not, to be honest. Cadillac, of course, I want them. So I guess my 3 teams I'm rooting for in 2026 for F1 is Cadillac, Ferrari, and McLaren. I want one of those 3 guys to do well. That's my choice. Misco, been watching since 2021, man. Thank you for the continued support, bro. Good to see you. I think it's gonna be hard to keep Red Bull down. Max, even in a slower car, is still a threat. So if Red Bull doesn't get it right out the gate, I think Max is still gonna be pretty strong. If they're not good, they're probably gonna figure it out fairly quickly. I think if they're not fast in the beginning, they're gonna figure it out in the first year or 2. So that's what I think. Welcome back, David, from eating lunch. All right, so let me tell you guys. I'm sorry for making you guys wait for so long. You guys been talking, and I've been trying to keep up with the chat and everything like that. But so basically, as I said yesterday, we drove 50 miles from Barstow, headed to LA. Took us about 2.5 hours or so, right, give or take. And the goal today was to continue that drive to LA, make some drop-offs, some pickups at La Mirada, and then go to the LAJ yard. But as you know, because we drive on the Depot Plus multiplayer server, you know, once you tie a train down, right, once you kind of log out, anybody can come and pick that train up and continue its journey or whatever. And so that's exactly what happened, as you guys probably guessed already. Matter of fact, I have been monitoring and watching that job all day today to see if anybody was going to take it. And not just one person, but 2 people actually took our job today. Matter of fact, it was a crew. So a couple guys did multi-crew on our job today, which I thought was hilarious. And I'm not mad. Like I can't reserve. There's no way to reserve a job on the server, right? Like once I release it, anybody can take it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, like I said, I'm not upset about it. I knew there was a chance that would happen. I just had to pivot and pick something else today. That job is completely complete now. They've taken it to the final yard. They delivered the freight to the final destination yard, and it's done. Like it's off the system. Now there probably will be some locals now generated from the freight that was on that job, which I was considering doing for our stream today, but I decided against it. So we're on the A-line today, and I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm gonna ride with a cruise, and man, turns like this really freak me out. All right, so somebody requested to see the train. I want to make sure we're not going to hit a signal. We do have to. Oh, we have to slow down actually. If you have a reduction to 10 miles an hour. Matter of fact, we're supposed to be doing 30 right now. Actually, I just saw that. Yeah, we're speeding. Why is it showing amps and not kilobars? I honestly don't know, man. I don't. That's beyond my knowledge right there. That's beyond my knowledge right there. Alright, so we're gonna slow down. We need to get down to 10 miles an hour, like now. What are we doing? Are we hitting a switch somewhere? Yeah, we are. This one right here. Ooh, man, that's gonna be tough. We're gonna hit that hard. We're at 35. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay, we're going left. I thought we were going right. Okay, that's not as bad, but it's still pretty tight through here. Now to get you decertified. I know, Aaron, bro. It's my fault. It's completely my fault. I was not paying attention to the track speed there. What's that say? Welcome to Manchester sub. Oh, nice. Shift F5. What does that do? Oh, this is cool. Cool little area. Alright, for those who said they want to see the train, here it comes. PTC could have prevented this. Yeah, it would have, wouldn't it? It would have. What's up, country boy? Welcome to the stream, man. We've all done it, no biggie. Yeah, I was just worried I was gonna blow us out the water there. I know, I thought that's too, Darren. I was like, oh no, we're gonna... Uh-oh, we're like stopping. Hold on, I want to stop. Come on, keep it moving. So we are... Yes, we're cutting through Manchester now. It's a bit of a complex bit of track happening. I think we might have a train coming at us. It's mostly single track through here. Oh, we freaking stopped all the way. Hey, I don't know. I don't know the horn situation, man. I just picked the horn I liked. I don't know what horn matches what train. I really don't know. Delay of train fired. Yeah, graphics are insane. Alright, let's keep it moving here. I don't want to break it, but I want to keep moving. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know we're long. Alright, we're going. We're going. We're going. I would honestly like to see PTC for once. Like, I've heard a lot about it. I've never played a train sim that had PTC implemented. I've always been curious of how it really operates and, you know, what that would be like. I hear some people in real life say they wish they didn't have PTC, right? So it's like, maybe it's better we don't have it because it'd be annoying to work with. Okay, this is Manchester Yard. Does that say? Look around, get in town? I don't know what that says. Yeah, it'd be cool if Train Sim World added it. I doubt they will. But I mean, if anything else, right? I mean, they could add that. We got safety systems. We have much more complex safety systems in Germany, I think, on the German routes and stuff. So the job we're doing today does not have any pickups anywhere. It's just straight into Waycross. So as we come into Manchester Yard. Can you post a link? No, YouTube won't allow you to post a link. Sorry. Cooper Tiger, welcome to the stream, man. D Motley, welcome back. Sean Madison says that's why I don't like playing on server with people. They be taking other people's trains. Again, I can't call it my train, right? You know, it's the server's train. Regarding your railroad knowledge, isn't it illegal to exceed the track speed limit in a train? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is definitely illegal. You heard that CSX has entered a $670 million agreement with Wabtec Corporation to modernize its fleet, acquiring 100 new Evolution Series locomotives. Is that true? Is that true? Make sure we don't have any lights ahead. Yeah, we're good. And what I need to be doing is actually I have a railroad like map thing with speed limits and stuff like that I actually should be paying attention to. So it looks like once we get out of Manchester Yard, we should get hit with a defect detector at milepost 7861. Actually, no, it's a Woodlands detector at 7833, and we'll get a speed limit bump up back to 50 just after we get out of this yard, and then we'll go through North Woodland and so on. Random Reynolds Monkey. Also today I GPT my aviation radio communication certificate, one step closer on getting your PPO. Oh my god. Did you say you GPT'd it or you got your aviation communication certificate? I think you meant to say got, not GPT. I'm like, I hope you didn't chat GPT to get your certification for flying a plane, because that's scary. Do we know what PTC stands for? It stands for Positive Train Control. That I do know. And I mean, honestly, would somebody in chat mind explaining exactly what it does, or should I chat GPT that? Does chat GPT even know what that is? Let's see if it knows. Let's see if they know. All right, we can do. We're still. Oh, we're actually speeding still technically. We can only do 10. So I guess we gotta slow down again. So actually, I want somebody to explain trip optimizer too. What does that do? That sounds really cool. Actually, the trip optimizer sounds like something I would like. It allows a train to run on a control digital platform. Hold on, let me see what he said. PTC allows to see speeds, mandatorily directives, and signals ahead. It allows trains to run on a control digital platform. And it will stop your train if you're not complying. Trip optimizer is just cruise control. Oh, okay. Okay. Frito QC, welcome to the stream, says any good sources to learn the game? Well, we actually just recently personally discovered one. There's a YouTube channel on YouTube called Warren. Is it Van Ross? Let me look him up again. I always forget the guy's name. Is it Warren Van Ross? I think it's Warren Van Ross. Yeah. YouTube channel called Warren Van Ross. I was looking into his channel. He has some really good YouTube series on how to get started in Run 8, and I honestly would definitely recommend it. We were a couple streams ago talking about me doing a getting started guide for Run 8, and I was considering it. Then I saw his, and I was like, I don't need to do it. He's got it. He's doing a great job. I don't need to redo that. So now I just recommend his. So Warren Van Ross seems to be a pretty good source, and then obviously the Depot website, where you can get a lot of information for the routes and stuff like that. So that was short. So that was the Manchester sub. Now we're going into the Fitzgerald sub, like officially, I guess. We're still limited to 10 miles an hour, even though we are definitely speeding. Yeah, no, not Lauren. Warren with the W. Warren. W-A-R-R-E-N. Warren Van Ross. Yep, DPU error. Partly it's because we're losing connection, because it's like wrapped around, you know how it works. Are we 5445? Uh-oh, we might be stopping here. Is that our number? Are we 5445? I can't remember. Yeah, we are. It says we're waiting for another train. So that means we have a red coming up. Dispatch has told us we're gonna be waiting for another train to pass nearby. So let's watch out for any signals indicating for us to slow down. Is there dynamic weather in this? There's supposed to be like live weather. I don't know if it's working. Where is it? Yeah, I don't. Oh, here's weather. I think the weather is drawn on the server side. And from, yeah, it is, because I can't control it right here. So right now it's showing clear, but I don't know if that's actually accurate. I don't know, but it's supposed to pull in like the actual local weather and give you the weather for that it is locally. Sometimes it doesn't work that great, but sometimes it does work better. Union Pacific also signed a $1.2 billion deal to modernize. I wonder, modernize how? Like, what are they upgrading to? What's the modern version of what we're driving now? Slow speed control is Control C to enable. Good to know. How slow can we go at on slow speed control, or how fast can we go on slow speed control? All right, we can do 20 now. So we'll punch up a couple of notches here. We're still gonna watch. Again, dispatch just told us here in the little text menu saying that we may be waiting for another train. I'm not sure where or how soon that's gonna be as we go up on a very steep descent of 0.98. Oh boy. 50-9s are getting rebuilt. Wow. And tier 4 Gevos. I'm gonna try to do 20. We can do 30, but I'm trying to do 20. Do 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 do. All right, are we live? Let's see. First, let me go get my train, and I'll check if we're live. Gotta get back on the server, back onto the depot plus a line. So, because as you guys know, if this happens, our train does not stop. This run 8 does not have a pause button. The train keeps going. All right, so we get onto the CSX Fitzgerald sub and find our train, which is hopefully here somewhere. We'll change the time of day. Oh no. That didn't sound good. That didn't sound good at all. Y'all heard that air pipe? I think it was like somewhere around there. Alright, let's see if we can pick this train up. Oh, hopefully it doesn't break apart again. Woo, too far. Alright, there's my train. I still hear the engine running. Gosh. Alright, got my train back. Gonna reset my throttle here. Everything looks like it's working. Reverse was in forward. Alright, now let's check if we're live. Are we live? We're live. Alright, cool. I still don't have my stream of on my computer, but I have it on my phone. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that keeps happening. That happened to us yesterday as well, where my whole computer, like my entire computer, froze up, like the whole thing. And I had to force restart the PC. So I need to actually look into finding out why that's happening, because that's not okay. Not okay at all. But we're back. The stream did not end, so that's good. I did not have to make a new stream. I will have to go back live on TikTok, but we'll save that for a little later. All right, where we're at. Previous signal was restricting. So let's see if we can get. What channel was it again? 14. Get back in touch with dispatch again. Yeah, it only happens for run 8. This has never happened in Flight Sim or DCS or any other game that I play. Doesn't happen with Train Sim World either. Like I said, only with run 8. Alright, so we do have a yellow over red, but we do know that because you know, we got offline basically. Dispatch kind of canceled our clearance, I guess you could say. Alright, call me at the next control point, copy that. Alright, we are going downhill. Train did not run away from us. Train didn't break apart. So we're good. We're back where we left off. Again, run 8 doesn't have a pause. It's made from the ground up for multiplayer. So if your sim crashes, you log off, whatever, like your train keeps going. And so it's important. For one, it's important to have crew interaction turned on when you play online, so that way if you for whatever reason can't get back on, like if my whole internet went out, there would be no way for me to get back on. But I could go on my phone and go on Discord and tell the guys on the server, hey, my internet went out, I had a train running. Can somebody go and stop my train? So then someone could go out there and take over my train and stop it for me if I, for whatever reason, I can't get back into the server. So that's a nice feature that they have for multiplayer servers. All right, we can do 30. We're going downhill. I'm gonna take it easy though, because I don't want things to get out of hand. But I'm just kind of looking over things, and it seems like everything is kind of as we left it. So the only concern is making sure we get that next signal from control, from dispatch here. I'm gonna try again. You think it's a computer memory issue? That's, I mean, it's weird because Run 8 is like not, you know, like, look at the graphics. Like, it's not computer, like, it's not, you don't need a NASA computer to run this game. Alright, so if they gave us proceed on signal indication. Alright, cool. So they cleared us as far as the woodland, so we're good there. We're good. Let's go into dynamic brakes now and get slowed down, get the train back under control here. Because we can only go as fast as 30 right now. Yeah, hopefully it's not a memory issue. Yeah, you're right, considering how freaking expensive. Like, I think one of the worst things you could have right now is a problem with your memory, because if you have to replace it, I mean, how expensive is that? Alright, distance counter is on. We just passed the 50. So once we get past the back of our train gets past that 50-mile-per-hour marker, we can go 50 miles an hour again, which would be nice to stretch our legs a bit. Good evening, Grumpy Gamer. Welcome back to the stream, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Your wife said you lost your memory a long time ago. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think for you it's going to be very expensive to get your memory back, Grumpy Gamer.
Equipment defect detector milepost 783.3.
That's funny. Steeler Ship, welcome back to the stream, man. Says, but the routes in this game are quite long, aren't they? It keeps a lot of memory to load large game worlds. You could be right about that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because it's so the map is so large and there's a lot of freight cars as well that it has to load in memory, you know. I'm trying to get TikTok back up here. 45. I thought we were gonna get 50. Yeah, we are speeding. We might have to add some brakes in here. Yeah, we are going to have to add some brakes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Going downhill, negative 1% gradient, and she don't want to slow down at all. Yeah, he might be right. Apple prices are so dumb. Streamers are saying we should be paying high prices. Wait, why are they saying that? Why should we ever pay high prices? I disagree. Strongly disagree. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, though. Hopefully, I mean, it happened once yesterday, but it happened really late in the stream. This time it happened pretty early. Let me fix that first. Alright, go live. Alright, we're going back live on TikTok here. Just FYI, guys, got it set back up. So we're back. But again, guys, I do apologize. I mean, again, I mean, is it a memory problem? Does anybody else ever have that problem? Alright, so it says CSX 5445. You're waiting for at least one train. I don't know where that train is. But that most likely means that we will get the slowdown or stop to wait for somebody at some point. And let's go ahead and release those brakes now because we're now on a even grade. And it looks like, speaking of cornfields, we have some sort of field on our right there as the train wraps this corner. Yeah, this is a tricky one, like that the up and down, you know, you're using dynamic brakes, you're using regular brakes, it's kind of crazy. What's up, Night Layer? Welcome to the stream. Yes, they dropped the new American Truck Sim update. When was that now? A few days ago? Or less? I don't remember exactly when it happened. Man, so we're on an even grade, but the back of our train is still coming down the steep 1% grade, and it's pushing the heck out of the front of our train right now. Like, I'm trying to, like, keep it constant, but look at it, it says plus, it said plus 12 a second ago.
Equipment defect detector. Milepost 783.3. No defect. Total axle 590. End of transmission.
Alright, cool. Alright, so we're passing through, I think this is Woodland right now. I'm gonna have to get my chart back up again. Or not chart, but my route map up again. That's the Fitzgerald map. Fitzgerald, I think might be how they pronounce it. Let me check. Yeah, we're at Woodland right now. And they have us clear all the way to Bronze Sand. We do have traffic coming the opposite direction. So we're gonna have a meet eventually. Not sure how far that is, but we're gonna get a meet up here. What's up, Binja? Progress. We're progressing. We're making it. I'm not sure how many miles we've covered so far. But we're at milepost 780. We started at like 797, so like maybe we might have gone 20 miles. I think we might have tried about 20 miles. Right now, just trying to manage these grades in the Fitzgerald. It's showing to be a bit tricky. ATS reworked your town. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting back to American Truck Sim because a lot has been updated. A lot has actually changed. So I'm looking forward to getting back into it and seeing the physics change in the trucks and also some of the I also haven't actually played Louisiana. I think Louisiana was the last DLC that came out that I actually have not tried, but I've tried all the rest of them. So we were talking about earlier, we were talking about TO or Trip Optimizer and PTC, and man, these trains must be so easy to drive with like auto throttle or like cruise control. Like that must be pretty easy to, like in Train Sim World, I drive the Acela, the Amtrak Acela, which has a cruise control implemented, and it's so easy. Like all you do is say, hey, go 50, or no, it will technically be like go 150. And it'll just do that. If it goes up a hill, it slows itself down. If it goes down a hill, it's, you know, whatever, right? It does everything for you. There's no managing. You just literally sit there and make sure you don't hit anything. Same thing with the German trains. They have the, they call it AFB over there, but it's basically cruise control. And exact same thing. As you go down a route, you're going up and down hills, it just manages it for you. It's just so freaking convenient. And I've never driven a freight train that had that. So if that's what Trip Optimizer is, Dovetail Games, please, on whatever freight route you do next, please add Trip Optimizer. I would love that. Do I play Trains 22? Not really. I do have it. I do own it. But it's not one of my preferred train sims. That's not really what I play. You've been too busy playing Avatar. Your daughter's fault. Is there a game? Did Avatar come out with a game with the movie? Keep an eye out to see if it happens after you change views. If so, it could be a memory problem. Okay. I mean, we've been in the inside view mostly. Most of our drive. There's so many American Truck Simulator updates that the updates they really want the game to be out on console. Yeah, I think because it coming out on console will bring in so much money. Because really, all the money they make on us is on DLCs, which is fine. But when they release American Truck Sim on console, which has, think about this, zero competition. It's gonna be a big deal for them. Really big deal. Like, there's no other truck simulator on console. Like, actual, like, long distance driving truck sim. What's up, CE? This game is called Run 8, my friend. Run 8. So, I mean, I'm not gonna play ATS or American Truck Sim on console myself, but I'm definitely welcome to bringing in more money into the hobby so they can make better things and make the game better. The Acela is one of your favorite trains to drive because of cruise control and its speed, though typically I do like the challenge of start and stop computer services. Yeah. Yeah, I love the cruise control in that thing. It's just so easy. We drove it last week, actually. What's up, Sean? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. If you guys are just joining us, again, we are on Run 8 Train Simulator. We are on the Depot multiplayer server. Speaking of that, let's slow down here. We're going downhill pretty quickly again. We're driving in Georgia. We left from a place called Manchester, Georgia. And we're heading southbound towards Waycross. We are not planning on going all the way to Waycross, though. It's about 200 miles to get there. And at these speeds, we're definitely not getting there anytime soon. So, just planning on cruising, hanging out, chilling, and vibing for about an hour or two. It's already been an hour, so probably another hour. We'll see how far we can get. What can I play this on? PC. It's only on PC. PC only, and you can get it from run8studios.com. Nice bridge right there. I'm trying to find, like, what's the right way to kind of do this, because we're not, it's not a constant grade, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a constant downhill. It's not a constant uphill. It's just like it's a constant both. So it's like I'm coming out of dynamic brake and then going back in the throttle, and I'm like trying to make sure I don't, you know, overdo anything. And the problem too is that I don't know what's coming next because I don't know the route that well. So I'm just paying attention to the grade percent up top where it says, okay, you're going downhill now, you're going uphill. It's kind of hard for me to anticipate if I need to change. Yeah, no PS5. It's not on PS5. If you want to play Train Sim on PS5, your best option is Train Sim World right now. Alright, so looks like we have a 35 coming up. Starting now. Which means turns are going to probably get a little tighter for us. You remember when I said I'd be brave enough to drive 150 miles an hour? Yep. Yes, I'm already contacted the dispatch. Dispatch has cleared us to continue via signal indications. This best be talking trash in this game. You're thinking about getting back into SnowRunner. The first time I played, I didn't even make it out of Michigan, the first area. Yeah, I think I got to like the 3rd map on SnowRunner. I played a lot of it. I got through Michigan. I don't think I ever completed any of the maps. Because there was a lot. Like, to get it like fully complete, you gotta do a lot of stuff. But I did unlock like all the way to the snow map, which is kind of like one of my favorite ones. But it was fun. I kind of would love for Roadcraft, which is like the successor to SnowRunner. I would love to get more SnowRunner-esque stuff happening in that game, or bring over some of the Roadcraft stuff back to SnowRunner, which they probably can't do. I don't know. Let's see, where are we now? Yeah, we're good. So we're clear for a while, but again, we have a train here. I think he's good. Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong. So the train that's ahead of us. Oh, there's a train right here too. Okay, so we will have a meet, but I don't think we're gonna have to stop for him. We might get priority over the other guy. We might get priority. Joshua Miller says, finally caught a stream. Big fan of the Run 8 videos. I'm glad you can make it, man. Hope you're having a great night so far. Good to see you. If you have any questions, guys, definitely let me know. Like I said, we're just chilling. We're riding. There's not much for me to do. I'm just kind of trying to make sure I monitor and manage my speed best I can. But feel free to ask any questions you have. I am watching chat on both YouTube and on TikTok right now, so we'll do my best to answer. Or I also have ChatGPT open, and we've been using that a lot to get some questions answered where I don't really know how to communicate what, is being asked, basically. But we're good. I got my road trip snacks. Get that, I'm gonna get some water. Ralph Fanner, Christian Productions, welcome to the stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see who's online. Is anybody on here? Is it just us? I think it's 2 of us. Yeah, so me and Khalil are online right now. Pretty quiet on the server tonight. We had, I think when I got on, there was 4 people online. The other server, though, the SoCal server, which is the most popular server, like it only has 2 right now, but it had like 7, I think. It was 7 people online when I first got on. But it's also really late. It's really late at night, especially for the A-Line. The A-Line is much more active, because we're on the East Coast. So like right now it's like almost midnight real time. So those guys are all asleep. Got work tomorrow and stuff. What's up, Claudia? Welcome to the stream. This is Run 8 Train Simulator. Is the running realistic in Run 8? Yes. One of the most realistic train sims out there. So yeah, very realistic. Very realistic. You gotta worry about all the stuff you don't work in real life. Yeah, that is true. I might get priority since I have hazmat. I'm hoping the dynamic break will hold us right now, because either that or we'll get a hill. I'm hoping we'll get a hill going up, because this dynamic break is not going to hold out too long. It's not going to hold out too long. We're pulling, actually it says it right here. So we have 111 loads, 32 empties, total of 146 units, and 590 axles. Max speed of 50, because we have 32 hazmats on board, or behind us.
Every day.
At Joshua Miller 8053 donated $9.99 through Super Chat. I've gotten my fair share of worth watching your videos during work and would not so wanted to give some love.
Hey yo, I want to say a huge shout out to you, man, Joshua. Thanks again for making it to the live stream. And also thank you for the Super Chat donation, man. I do appreciate that, and glad that I could give you some sort of entertainment while you're at your job. So Thanks for tuning in, and I really appreciate the support. Seriously, for all of you guys. Ooh, a bridge. I want to see if we can get a... How fast are we going? We're alright. Somebody... I know it's been a while since we've seen our train, and some people have just joined the stream, so we'll do a bit of a drive-by. Again, we are pretty long today. We are, if I go back and find my train here. 8,900 feet long. Not too bad, but, you know, we're not short. And how heavy are we again? 15,433 tons. Wait, tons? Is that not the same as pounds? Now I'm a little confused. Our horsepower per ton is 0.9. The minimum horsepower per ton for this subdivision is 0.8. That's how close they got us. They didn't give us no extra power. Like, we're literally on the line of the minimum required, like, horsepower for this particular drive. A ton is 2,000 pounds. Oh, snap. We heavy as heck then. Okay. That puts in perspective. So, thank you so much, Ryan, for that subscription. Welcome to the blue team, my friend. Hope you're doing well. So if a ton is 2,000 pounds and we're 15,000 tons, god dog, we heavy. Man, I always thought 15,000 pounds seemed a bit weird and off. I was like, that can't be right. That can't be right. As real life railroad, barely enough power to get over the road. Yeah, that's what they gave us. That's what they gave us. I'm gonna have to go back to the front, guys, because we're slowing down and we don't want to. Yeah. Oh, this is cool looking right here. It's like a red rock area. Yeah, and our speed limits keep changing a lot out here too, man. The Fitz, bro. The Fitz is giving us a fit. For real. Oh yeah, we are a key train. I just realized. We are a key train today. They should have at least given you one extra locomotive. So we're 30 million pounds. We do have a DPU in the middle. That's it, just a single locomotive in the middle. Alright, let's give some power because we're struggling now. What's up, Lance? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Seriously, how you been? How you been, bro? International Thrills. No, this is not Train Sim World. This is Run 8. I wasn't planning on doing Train Sim World this week, but I think I might. As early as tomorrow. I might. I really might. There's a route that I really like that's coming out this week. And I think I want to do a live stream for it. It's not American, it's German. But I might. I was going to do a video, but I'm not going to have time. So I might just do a live stream. Just been living. Didn't I hear you had like a wife or a kid or a girlfriend or something last time we talked? I can't remember. How's life? How's the circle of influence going? How's your friends and family and all that? They need to add new locomotives to Run 8 and rolling stock. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Oh no. Oh, that's horrible, man. I'll be praying for her. I'll be praying for her. And you too. I was thinking about you just the other day. So I hope you're doing good, bro. Hope you're staying safe out there. Hope you're staying smart. Hope you're striving and not just surviving. Yep, just one in the middle. Hey, not knocking this at all. I'm just newcomer, but what is the appeal of this kind of game to you exactly? Hey, no, not a problem at all, Jeff. That's a great question. Basically, you're basically asking, why do I like this game? Well, for me, there's the sheer curiosity of trains in general. I think that's what initially gets me interested in train games, and this game in particular is the curiosity of trains and how they operate, how they look, how they sound, how they smell, you know, everything. It's just the curiosity. That's the first kind of thing that kind of gets me hooked in, really. And then after that, it's just like these trains are they're just engineering marvels. If you see them in real life, they're massive, they're loud, they're powerful. You know, I mean, think about where you're pulling a mile or two worth of train across the entire country. Like that's crazy, you know. So there's that. And then, you know, I'm just simulating that in the game. I playing the game, I get to kind of see. It's kind of like the how it's made videos online, where you look at like a factory, like how Coca-Cola bottles are made, or how, you know, Doritos chips are, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. I think that's why I like simulators, because you get an insight of what it's like to do this as a job. You know, not that I'm not saying I want to do this as a job, because I actually don't want to do this as a real life job. But I'm thankful I get to do this as a virtual job, and I get to like do it whenever I want, and I don't have to do it to make money. You know what I mean? And so I think that's my why I like playing train simulators, or not just train simulators, but all simulators. This one in particular, you know, graphics is not the pull for this game. This game is not graphically beautiful in any way. It's very far behind in technology graphically, but that's not why I play this game. I play this game because of the operational aspect of it. I love being able to simulate kind of pretty close to real world operations with the railroad, covering very large realistic distances. Like I mentioned, if we were to do this trip realistically, the full trip, it would be like an all-day thing. Like I basically would pull an entire actual shift almost, because it's like 200 miles you're covering of a job. We could do a crew change if we want, but we could run the whole way. So there's that. I don't know, it's kind of hard to put my finger on one thing. It's like a lot of small things that come together that make me really interested in it. And I think that there's another piece of this that people have to understand as well. And that is, and I was telling some of my friends this at one point, I was like, if you don't like trains, if you're not at all interested or intrigued or curious about trains, you're not going to like a train sim. And even some people who are curious about trains may try a train sim and still not like a train sim, because it's not for everybody. It's a very slow-paced type of gameplay. It's a very slow-paced job. And if you're somebody who wants to run and gun, like in Call of Duty, you know what I mean, or something like that, like this is not the game for you. But people like me, who I do like fast-paced games sometimes, but also I like and can appreciate the slow-paced game, and waiting a little bit longer for that sense of satisfaction. It may not come every 30 minutes, but it may come 2 hours later. You know what I mean? So that's just my personality, my style of gaming. Like that's why I don't mind doing that in the flight sim. I don't mind doing a 3-hour, 4-hour flight, because I don't have to get that, you know, satisfaction every 5 minutes of like a game, you know. It's a bigger roundup. So yeah, I mean, I hope that answers your question. I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, I just like it. Good night, Kenny. We'll catch you later, man. How are you liking the... Man, we're getting slow. I don't like it. We're on a 1% gradient right now. Train doesn't like it too much. How do you like the TSCX? You got yours 2 weeks ago, and you're loving it. Got some weird play in one of the levers, though. Really? Huh. You can... I believe you can adjust the tension of the levers on the TSX controller. I've not done it. I'm using the default. Man, we are really getting slow. We're at 17 miles an hour. Yeah, momentum is very important, I think, out here. What is my favorite railroad? I would say, I don't know the name of the railroad or the subdivision, but it will be somewhere in the Canadian Rockies would be my favorite railroad. But again, I don't know the name of the subdivision up there. That would be my favorite, personally. I love the mountains out there and the cold and all that stuff. So almost like a relaxation, because I can definitely understand that. I'm also a train lover. I appreciate you for the respectful response. Yeah, man, for sure. You ever jumped on one? I used to do it back in college in the 90s. It was fun. I'm not gonna say I've not been tempted. I've actually never really been presented with the opportunity to jump on the train. But you know, I'm not gonna say never. I don't think I will be afraid to ride it for a few miles or something, but I feel like that'd be cool. I know there's a YouTuber on, I'm not sure if he's still around, but there was a YouTuber on YouTube that posted videos of him basically train hopping across the whole freaking country. It was pretty crazy. I love the shirt. Yep. The shirt says, can you see it? It's Snoopy sleeping on his house. It says, "Not today." It's like how I feel every day now. Like I don't want to do anything ever. Can I see what you're conducting? Yeah, I got you, Jeremiah. This looks just like what I see out my window at work. I've got a similar in a few weeks. Chris Lee, how do you compare Run 8 with Train Sim World 5, which I'm using? Well, first of all, we'll do a roll by while we answer this question because we're going very slow. But yeah, so differences for one, Train Sim World 5 is much more modern. We get a new Train Sim World every year, a new number. Run 8 is only American freight. There is an Amtrak passenger service you can do on pretty much every route that they have, but it's not the focus. Most people who play this game do not play for passenger. Like 1%, I would say, of the people who play this game probably play for passenger operations. It's, in my opinion, it's not that fun, but it's just me. But the majority of people who play this game are playing for the freight operations side. And so the biggest difference between this and Train Sim World is obviously the graphics and the fact that Train Sim World is available on PC and console, right? Run 8 is not. So there's the obvious differences. That's that, the availability, the accessibility, and the visual graphics. Run 8, on the other hand, though, is very focused on a railroad operation and train physics. So the physics are really, really dialed in when it comes to weight, when it comes to slack, when it comes to coupler tension, hot boxes, your brake performance, all kind of things like that. The air hoses, all that stuff is really, really simulated really well on Run 8. On Train Sim World, unfortunately, it's that simulation is very arcade. There is some simulation happening there, but it's very, very minimum, unfortunately. But that's the biggest difference, honestly. You can run freight trains on Train Sim World and have a good time from A to B. Cool. I've done it. I do it. But Run 8 has the same A to B, but the routes are bigger. It also includes the branch lines. It includes all the customer track that you can deliver cars to and pick up cars to. Run 8 has a whole customer simulation model inside of it. So when you do drop a customer freight car that's been tagged correctly at a customer location, it will actually simulate the customer kind of unloading and loading it back up. Now, you don't see it visually happening, but it'll say, hey, if you drop this car off, it'll take like 8 hours or so for them to empty the car, and it'll then generate a new, like, not new car, but like it'll then like basically say, hey, this car is now ready to be picked up and taken back to the yard to be sent back to where I gotta go, right? So there's that whole operational side of it that Run 8 does that Train Sim World does not do. So that's the biggest difference between the two. So if you're looking for like eye candy and screenshot simulator for freight specifically, Train Sim World is better for you. But if you want to kind of get deeper into freight, a bit more hardcore, then you could try Run 8. Now, I will say, and I always say this, if you're looking for passenger operations in train sims, Train Sim World is the best, period. Like, nobody can touch them. They're the absolute best when it comes to passenger trains, passenger train ops, and that whole immersion. Train Sim World is the best at that. So if that's what you want, then Train Sim all day. Ooh, Rogers Pass is a good one too. Alright, is there a way we can speed up? I mean, we're max throttle. It's just that I think what happened was we got caught going really slow already, going up a hill, and we just didn't have enough momentum going for us already, unfortunately. Our brakes are not on anything like that, but it is it's getting a little less steep. We were at 1%, now we're at 0.73. So as you can see, it's actually kind of sort of starting to climb up a little bit every once in a while, so we're doing better. Railroader, great. Yeah, Railroader is a great game. I love that game. Railroader, you still get the operation side of the railroad, which I love. So, you know, dropping off, picking up from customers. That's like the whole game, basically. The biggest difference from Railroader to Train Sim and Run 8 is just the fact that it's all steam trains. I tell you, I've had these conversations before. If Railroader, I don't know if they realize it as a company. I hope they do, because if they realize this, they can make a lot of money. I'm telling you this right now. If they realize what I'm about to say, they can make a lot of money. If Railroader could either update or release a new version, like a new game, and do this one thing, they will sell 1 million copies. And that is do a modern railroad in the same way they did Railroader. I'm telling you, man, because all of the mods, not all of them, but many of the mods for Railroader are like diesel locomotives, SD whatevers, you know what I mean? And I think that's what a lot of people want. I don't mind the steam trains. They're cool. They're, you know, stylistic, whatever. The graphics don't bother me in that game. The route is nice and long enough to make it feel like a long route, but it's not as big as Run 8. It's also easier to use in Run 8. It has a lot of the same kind of tendencies as Run 8 as far as the railroad and the operation side, but it's just all steam trains. And again, I don't mind that. I've been playing the game. I've been enjoying the game. But if they would redo Railroader on a new map with just like modern locomotives, like modern diesel locomotives in like the current, you know what I mean? The current decade, bro, they'd sell so many copies of that thing. They would sell so many copies. I already played the heck out of Railroader. I almost streamed it yesterday. And matter of fact, I'm actually looking into downloading some of those more modern diesel engines for my Railroader save. Man, we're creeping right now. Jesus Christ. But yeah, they would sell so much. Am I using a rail driver with Run 8? Yes, Chris, Leah, I am. Yep, we're running on the Fitz today. Yes, Proctus, a Railroader is what we played together for like a week straight until 3 a.m. every day. Yes, as it is. By the way, Proctus, I found some more mods. If you want to get back in the Railroader, we could bring the server back up. I found some more, some newer diesel locomotive mods. Why can't I pick up any speed? Because we're heavy and we're going uphill. Because of gravity. That's why. I mean, it's now 0.5 gradient, so we're picking up a little. Look at that, 0.4 mile per hour per minute. We're accelerating right now, so we're picking up a little bit of speed, but we're still creeping right now. And there's supposed to be a crossing up ahead somewhere. Yeah. So we're just heavy, man. We're heavy. Are there enough modern railroader mods to make a fully modern session? Yes, yes there is. Your birthday's on the 18th, and you just want to play train stuff. When is the 18th? I guess that's like next week? Next Wednesday. Yeah, it's a week from now. Yeah, let's do it. We just gotta get we gotta get all of our mods updated and in sync again. Yeah, that was a nightmare. But I literally cannot play Railroader with anybody else but you. I mean, I can play by myself, but like the number of mods that we have now on our save is crazy. Oh, there's a train on the siding here. Where are we? Oh, we're at a tall baton. And there's a train actually right here. That's an actual train. That's not like that's not a pickup. That's an actual train there. Not sure which train it is. I'm on PC. International Thrills. Groku, we left Manchester, so we're now south of Manchester. We were in Manchester probably an hour ago. That's kind of where we started out. Alright, sounds good, David. I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, there's a lot of modern cars and locomotives now. New ACE mod came out like last week. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, if they were to like make it native to have like modern engines, like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. And what's interesting about Railroader is that it's based off of a real location, but it's not the real track layout fully. Like, they've taken inspiration from a real location in real cities in North Carolina, I believe it was, but it's not exact, which I kind of don't mind, honestly. But I wonder if people would mind, like, today, like if you were to do a modern route based on like a real world, you know, locations, would people complain that it doesn't match the real world, like track lengths and sidings? And they might actually, I don't know, maybe because they did the old time Steam era and people don't really know that era as well, they could get away with it. But if they did modern, they may have to go either fully fictional or fully realistic. I don't know. I love it that we figured out how to use the switching dispatch board thing in game, and the model train club, they had one there. That was really cool too. That was surprising. It kind of gave credit to the game. I was like, wow, like they actually have a legit one. Like, this is how the real one works. You shouldn't have lost me. I'm still alive. We're still here. Yeah, the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad is where they are. It's a very tiny piece of it. Very tiny piece of it. And yeah, there is a real life steam train, actually, a seasonal steam train service that they operate out there on the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad. Would love to go out there one time. How long is my train? We are... I think it says it down here, doesn't it? 8930, 8,930 feet. What's up, Troy? Welcome to the stream. This is Run 8, man. This is Run 8. It's a long train, too. How long is this siding that we're passing? Let me check. Do I have that up? I thought I had that up. Oh, here it is. Was this Woodland? No, we're at Talbotton. So this is a 6,300 foot siding. And there's the train. A bunch of liveries that I don't have. Might be a local. Why does he have a green? Y'all saw that? He had a green light. You ran 10-291 yesterday and stalled around the diamond. What the heck? How? What up, Lotto? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing, man? You probably just finished streaming yourself, didn't you? Alright, so we just passed Tall Baton is the name of that, I guess, siding or town. Next is gonna be Junction City Mining. It's gonna be like a little, a small little branch. That's gonna be branching off from this track, and then we'll go through Winchester Junction. It's pretty much impossible to play any train simulator without a special controller. No, it is not. You can definitely play without a controller. Matter of fact, I've actually, you know, like if I have all my flight sim gear set up on my desk, I won't have my train controller hooked up. I'll just use keyboard and mouse to run Train Sim World. Now, for Run 8, I always use a controller because I can never remember the key bindings. So I always use a controller for Run 8. But for Train Sim World, I use keyboard and mouse quite a lot. You can actually use a Xbox controller as well, but I've not done that. Okay, Life Goals says, sometime in the future, we're going to take a trip out to North Carolina and we're going to ride that train. Let's do it, bro. You know, another train I want to ride, and I think my wife is actually on board to try it. Man, let me look at my YouTube. Let me look at my YouTube. I've been watching a lot of videos of it. It's in Colorado. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. Colorado. I don't remember. Durango. The Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad in Colorado. I want to ride that one. It's in Durango, Colorado. Yep, it's called Durango and Silverton. That's on my bucket list. That's a newly added item to my bucket list of places that I want to go in general, but also trains that I want to ride in my lifetime. What's up, Kays, Montana? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I still flight sim all the time. All the time. He says, you know the length of the train, but do you know the girth? That's the first I've ever heard that one. That's funny. I don't know. How don't you tell me? What's the girth of the train? There's also the Cumbres and Toltec. Alright, we can do 40 or 50 now, but 40 in a little bit. Kage, you've been using X-Plane and you're loving the Tobos 321? Yeah, bro, great plane. Great plane. Alright, so now we're going uphill again. So I would say let's keep our momentum, because that's what got us messed up last time, as we were caught going too slow. So we'll just, I'm gonna try notch 5 and see what that does for us. There's also a Grand Canyon Railroad. That's probably pretty sick. But yeah, it's Silverton or Durango and Silverton. That's like the number one I want to try first. I want to try that one. I want to try. There's another train in, which is why I like Canada a lot. Is man, what's the name of that one? There's a Canadian like tour train. It's like a cruise, but a train through Canada. All right, there's that siding I told you guys about, that little branch line. That one cuts back to the Junction City mining facility. There's a bunch of tracks back there. There might be some trains back there. I'm not sure how far back it goes. Oh, wow. There's a bunch of stuff back here. Yeah, there's a whole facility. It's like it's empty right now, so there's probably some freight somewhere that needs to be delivered this way. Probably a local job needs to get some stuff dropped, some empties back over there. What's up, buddy? The big nasty. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there you go. Rocky Mountaineer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the one I'm thinking about. Franz, hit me up. Let's do it. Say less. I'm not even kidding, Franz. Send me a DM right now. Let's do it. I'm 100% down. I'm 100% down. I'm in the area. So let's get it, bro. I've been hoping somebody would ask me that question one day. I'm not even kidding. Because it was actually funny. I did a friend of mine just told me recently that, hey man, I actually started flight training at a particular flight school because of a discovery flight video I did a few years ago. A few years ago I did a discovery flight at my local home airport, just for me. It was like a birthday present to myself, and I recorded it. Had a great instructor with me there that day, and I mean, that was a few years ago now, but I guess that video stuck with a friend of mine, and he ended up going to that school for his training. And I was like, oh sweet. And he's like, yo, you need to come back. You need to come back. I love it here. How many locomotives are we pulling? So we're only using 3 locomotives. We have 2 in the front, 1 in the center. That's it. That's it. We're right above minimum horsepower for this run. Yeah, we're doing 35 now. I'm just really trying to manage the speed stuff. We can go 50. We have a reduction to 40 miles an hour in 0.2 miles. We have another reduction to 35 miles an hour in 1 mile. So I'm like, you know, let's just keep 35. Let's just try to stay around 35. Because we're in and out of the dynamic brake, trying to get the train kind of slow and fast. We're going up and down. Yep, Yukon. There's so many great railroads, yeah, that I would love to have a tour down or a ride down. Hey, Steel Rails, what questions you got, bro? Cause I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm reading the chat. What you got for me? You said I have so many questions. What do you got, bro? What do you got? Send it. Now's the time. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Only bite a little bit. Do you own any of the heritage units in Run 8? I don't think so. I have not gone out of my way to buy anything heritage. If I got a heritage unit in a pack, then I might have it, but I've not gone out of my way to get the heritage units. It's the only standard gauge. Oh, come to the Texas State Railroad. It's the only standard gauge scenic railway in the country? Really? The only one? Is that true? What's up, Christian? Welcome to the stream. Bro is playing Run 8. This is insane pool. Yeah. Alright, so that branch over there, we're just passing by. So look at my little cheat sheet here. Is the Winchester Junction. It goes to the Martin Marietta Mining Facility or something like that. Alright, let's keep our speed up. Getting too slow, too slow, too slow. Mainly runs steam power, but nowadays it's been using diesel. Gotcha. Run 8 is one of those games you get addicted to for weeks on end. Yes, that is exactly right, Christian. That is very accurate. Very accurate. What's up, P Ponzistor? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I've been up in a few planes doing formation clinics. Ooh, that's cool. Formation clinic. That sounds fun. I'll tell you what, reading chat and playing a game is not as easy as you think. It's not, but all streamers do it as best they can. What are the requirements for Run 8? I honestly don't know. I would expect them to be pretty low. I would recommend go to their website and take a look. I think it's Run 8 Studios. Yep, run8studios.com. And everything you need to know about the game is there, including the minimum requirements. But again, it's not much. I know some people who play this on their laptop. Again, I don't know how well that runs. I couldn't tell you. I've never tried playing on my laptop. But, yeah. I don't know. Alright, so we're down to 35 miles an hour on the limit, but we're doing 20. And how are we doing? How long have we been going today? Like, where should we call it? Again, we're not going to make it to the end. We're not going to make it anywhere near the end. Like, I mean, we've not gotten very far. We've been going, even though the limit's been like 50 in some places, like we couldn't do 50 because we're so heavy. So we're going bronze sand here. Again, we have this little red line means there's a train waiting for us, and he's been waiting for a while. We can't park here. We have another train over here. Like Rollin is parked there, and he's probably waiting for somebody. Ooh, all right, we have to make it. We actually have to make a decision here, actually, because some of the sidings are full. Yeah. Graveyard shifts on Run 8 Southwest with absolutely no sleep for class the next day. Alright, Steel Rails, catch you later, man. Hope you have a great night. Get some sleep, man. See you later. So we can't park at Ideal. Somebody's already there. At the alerter. And we're passing by what now? Where'd my tar go? There it is. Junction Winchester. Okay, that's a dead side. That's a dark siding. Only 2,000 feet in there. I mean, technically we could park at Bronze Sand, but I'm not going to. We can go farther. I'm good. I'm not in a hurry to get off yet. I just want to kind of see what our options are and how far we need to go before we have an option to actually park somewhere. Tied up at Rupert. Oh yeah, I guess we could park there. How much space is at Rupert? Are we allowed to park there? Or is that considered mainline? It works really good on the laptop? Really? Wow. Yeah, so Rupert is here. So technically, yeah, we could put it in Rupert because there's a way for trains to get around us through here. Dueling is already blocked. Lily, hold on. Lily, I mean, we could go to Lily. Ross is another option. And we got traffic at Cardell. And then Rebecca and Fitzgerald. I'm thinking Ross. Let me check our speed here. Alright, we're okay. See, like I said, I'm not in a hurry to go, so I don't want to stop now. But we're already at Bronze Sand now, which technically we could have stopped at Bronze Sand. It's open. It's an open siding there. We could stop at Rupert. We can't do dueling, but I'm thinking Ross. I think Ross. What are we at? Milepost 760. Ross is 697, so that's like another 60 miles, roughly. Which is probably another hour of driving. Is there a dispatcher? So we're using auto dispatcher. So it's the built-in AI dispatcher. That's what we're using. So the AI dispatcher is supposed to know. They're supposed to know based on our train symbols where the train needs to go, or at least what direction it's going. So it knows where to send the trains and prioritize them. I'm not sure how it prioritizes trains. Yeah, they have that. Alright, so this should be drooling right here. Or sorry, Bronze Sand right here. Yeah, let's see if we can make it a goal. Let's make it a goal to make it to Ross. I wanna tie down at Ross. Let's tie down at Ross. If dueling opens up, I don't think it will, but if it did, we could potentially go there. But I think we're gonna make it a goal to get to Ross. We'll see what this guy does here. This is a real player, actually. If this guy comes out of this siding, we might just stop at Ideal. We have already been going for, how long has the stream been going now? What, 2 hours? So if we go all the way to what did I say, Rupert? No, Ross. If we go all the way to Ross, we're talking about another hour from now. Does anything ever get in the way of the train, like cars or debris? No, they don't have any of that. And that'd be kind of cool. It'd be cool to see like random events happen along the track where like, oh, you can't use main 1 because somebody freaking stalled their car or something. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. It does actually happen organically sometimes where you said more than an hour of practice. It does happen from time to time where a player might run into an issue on their own. Like it's happened to me one time where, like for example, like my train might break down, or I break a coupler, or who knows, right? And now you got to dispatch people around me. Usually it's better to have a real dispatcher, like a player dispatcher, to handle that, because the AI will probably just make them wait behind you. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. If we can get out of here at Ideal, because you're right, Ross might be a little longer than an hour. 60 miles, and we're not even doing 50 miles an hour, so it would take a little longer than 60. If we could get this guy out of this siding. But it looks like he's waiting for K218. Yeah, I don't know if he's just getting started. Let me actually hit him. Maybe I can hit him up. Is he on the server right now? He's on channel 0. Yeah, if I can get in contact with him and be like, yo, let me I think he's waiting to get out of that siding. Yeah, we're playing online with people right now. We're playing online with people right now. Yeah, you're right. It's 60 miles away. We're doing 30, so that's 2 hours. You're right. You're completely right. That's why I was like, yeah, maybe we should stop sooner. Maybe we should stop sooner. All right, what is this? This is a Y right here. Bronze Sand. Bro, where is it at? Where is my... Oh, there's PF. Bronze Sand. Oh, okay. This is the Y that goes into the industry. There's an industry back there. with some other sightings, some small sightings and stuff. I mean, we could have parked here, but again, I want to stick around a little longer. I don't want to end it yet. Kind of train views. We have the cab view, obviously. We have this view. Sorry, I've been kind of focused on trying to manage speed. That's why we've been in the inside so long, but I think we are overdue for a drive-by, so let's make it happen. The speed limit fluctuates. It just depends on the track, the line speed. Right now we have the line speed is going to be 45. Actually, no, it's 40 right now. It's going to go up to 55 in a mile. What's up, Jackson Carnage? Welcome to the stream. This is Run 8, man. This is Run 8. Yeah, let me see if I can get in contact with that guy. So I want to park in Ideal. How's the little one doing? It was so awesome to see him so talkative and playing with the train controls the other day. Yeah, he's the same. He's doing good. He's doing good. He's just as talkative now as he was that day. He's trying to form actual words now. Like I said, Apple is basically all food right now. He calls all food apple. So if he wants a specific food, he's like, hey, apple, apple. We have 100. How many cars we have again, chat? 143. 143. There was a mid-deep view just flashing by. Just a single one. What's up, Ellie? Welcome to the stream. One thing he's doing in practice is running a lot. He's learned to run now, so he's running around the house a lot. Yeah, this game is only on PC. Yep. You can actually, if you look closely, you actually see the gradient change. Look at that. What's better, this or Train Sim Classic? I prefer this as a whole. I've never been a fan of Train Sim Classic. Never been a fan of it. It has some nice looking routes. And it has a lot of variations for freight and scenarios and stuff, but just not my favorite train sim. It's basically Train Sim World with worse graphics to me. All right, we got a yellow over green now, flashing green, which means quiz. 40 miles an hour. Approach medium. Thank you. I tricked you guys. It wasn't actually a quiz. I was actually asking. What is it? I don't have my chart up anymore. I gotta reopen that file where I have all my signal aspects on it. Eventually it'll pop up. Here's CSX signal guide. So yeah, approach limited, proceed, approaching next signal, not exceeding limited speed. Limited speed being 40 miles an hour. That won't be a problem, because we're struggling just to get to 40 miles an hour. Conrail signals? Oh, really? So, as I kind of mentioned before, what I'm hoping to do here is get into the ideal sighting right here. Actually, how long is that? That's actually really important to know. Hold on. Oh, that's plenty long. It's 11,000 feet. Oh, yeah. I want that. That's where I want to park. That's where I want to go. So... So right now, dispatch has us cleared into Rupert right now. And we'll be stopping there after diverging over onto Main 2, it looks like. And then there, we're going to have to wait for, looks like K218. Or that's Union Pacific, huh? Got a UP train out here. So I gotta wait for that UP train because this guy is waiting for the UP train to come past him. He's gonna stop there. We got 2 trains gonna be stopping, so there's a bunch of action all gonna happen in this little area. But what we want though is to stop here and allow for him and the other train deciding to get out and onto the main 1, so that we can then take that track. So what I might do when we get here is request that specific sighting. CSX signals are way too confusing. It could be much easier. Yeah, I agree. Agreed. What's up, random video editor? Welcome to the stream. Your kid just got deployed to Okinawa last week. That's good, right? That's good. Are we happy about that? If we're happy, I'm happy. I want to make sure we're happy about that. Did I froze the PC when I clicked the chart? Oh no. Oh, maybe that crashed this last time. Maybe I should close that. Maybe that's been causing my freezes. Let's close that. Let's get out of that. I don't want to potentially get another freeze. Alright, we're gonna hit this track. Boom! Nope, I thought we were going left. We're not going left. Okay, we're going straight. Never mind. Thought we were going left. Oh, this is a mock storage track. This is not the other one. Alright. It's a different track. We do need to slow down though. No, we're okay. We're at 32. We're at 32. We're good. Bradley, I do not play Train Sim Classic. I play for train sims. My active train sims that I play are Run 8, Train Sim World, Railroader. I think that's it right now. I have SimRail, I have Derail Valley, I have all the train sims. Those are the ones that I really kind of mainly play. Alright, you see we have a train right up ahead of us now. And we have a diverging clear. I'm kind of surprised they're going to let us hit the switch at 30 miles an hour. Play Train Dispatcher Simulator 3.5. What is that? Train Dispatcher Simulator 3.5. I'm gonna look that up. That sounds interesting. Sounds like something I might like. Turn our lights off for bright. There's nobody in that train. It's tied down. Y'all make freeware locos, currently doing top hat dash 9s. They're still in beta phase. You're in the beta team for Switch Point. Yeah, again, unfortunately, I don't really play Train Sim Classic. But I appreciate that. That'd be cool. We're going downhill, so we'll get. Just make sure we don't let our speed get away from us. As we are now in the Mach Main 2. It's not really a siding. This is actually a main line. Again, a lot of the track out here is all single track, so it's really interesting. Glendale Rail fan. Again, sorry for the late reply, but welcome to stream, man. Good to see you. Rob says you were a gunner in the Navy. Oh, nice. Thanks for your service, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, Proctus is also a vet. Glendale says I'm going rail fanning on Sunday and next weekend. Where at? Glendale, I assume? Where's Glendale? Okay, so things have not changed. I'm just kind of checking the dispatch picture here. I mean, sometimes I don't like looking at the dispatch boards. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. Because in real life, you wouldn't... I mean, you might be told what's going on, but you're not really going to know what trains are doing around you too much. Except for if you're listening to dispatch, or listening to the radio. Have I seen any of the CSX heritage units? No, but I love seeing the heritage ones, and I love seeing the specialty liveries as well on the CSX trains. What all kind of trains can you have in this game? Really just American freight trains. All of the American freight trains you can think of, those. Oh yeah, Glendale's in Phoenix, yeah. Let's get into dynamics. I think we're gonna want to stop in a little while. Don't want to get too quick. TDS 3.5 is basically the dispatching aspect of Rent 8, but you can get like any in real life route with Facebook. Let me look that up. Train dispatching simulator. Train dispatch 3.5. Is it called Train Dispatcher 3.5? Is that what it's called? Is that it? Train Dispatcher 3.5? Is that right, guys? By Softrail? Is this what I'm looking at? Or is it called Simulator? Sounds right. Train Dispatch Simulator. Let me look at it. I don't want to find the wrong thing. I have Rail Route, which is also a train dispatch simulator, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was pretty fun, but you kind of make your own You can make your own like dispatch routes and stuff. Is it the same one? Is it by rail route? I have that. Alright, we're going downhill. Bro, if we have to stop on a descent, that's gonna be crazy. I want to get in contact with this guy over here and see if he's gonna be coming out of that siding. He's still waiting for traffic. Let me see if I can... Yeah, it says he's on channel 0. I'm on channel 20. So if I can switch this out on channel 0. Zero, zero. Alright, we're gonna need air. We're hitting a 1% gradient and we are not slowing down. Judah Main is definitely a learning curve, man, to get into this game. I will tell you that, to be truthful. That is the truth. What's up, user? Well, that's not your name. But what's up? It says, I know the title says a game title, but just to double check, the graphics look different. Yes, this is Run 8. This is Run 8. Any recommendations? I mean, you can do it, man. I know it's intimidating. It's not the easiest game to get into. But if you really want to play it, if you really like this style of train sim, you could definitely learn what you need to learn to play. We were mentioning it earlier. There's a YouTube channel on YouTube called Warren Van Ross. It's another guy, another YouTuber. I actually don't know him. Wouldn't mind knowing him, but I don't know him. But I found his YouTube channel recently, thanks to the chat, actually. And he has some really good tutorials on how to get started. So I'd recommend, maybe even before buying the game, checking out some of his tutorials to see if what's required to get it going and learn what you got to learn is not beyond what you're willing to do. Yeah, it's only on PC. Alright, so there we go. We got our double yellow up ahead. We were expecting it. We were expecting it. Your friend Wireless Billy on Facebook is making a full engineered control setup for Run 8. That is cool. I've seen a couple people make full control setups now for Run 8. And they're very impressive. I think that's got to be the ultimate way to play. The ultimate way to play. I mean, come on. That's at that point you have a more realistic train simulator than the real train sim, like the real train companies. I've seen the real train companies sims. Matter of fact, CSX, I think it was CSX that posted a video like weeks ago or a month ago showing their train simulator, their in-house train simulator, which basically looks like Run 8 with a control desk. But yeah, that's gotta be the ultimate way, man. I don't know if I'm ever gonna have space to do that, but I would love to try it. Or the money as well. Alright, let's start getting slowed down. We got an advanced approach. And we're gonna have to stop really soon. And we'll be waiting for traffic because there is traffic coming. For your birthday this year, you're going to get Renate version 3. Nice, man. You'll love it. Control stand, that is, he's an engineer, so he gets the full pictures to 3D print a lifelike model. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do I ever play with my chat? I wouldn't be against it. I really only play on this server though. So you'd have to be a part of the Depot Plus system for us to play together, but I wouldn't mind. I would love to play with some other people. I would love. The more people, the better. It's always more fun with friends. Alright, I'm just slowing down because I don't know where this signal is going to be. Is that it right there? Yep. Okay, we don't have to stop yet. But we are on a 0.92% gradient. Still pretty steep. So was Rail Route the one you guys were talking about, Rob? For the dispatch simulator? Did I find the right one? Yeah, Spur Gaming is another good guy. I love watching his Run 8 gameplay. You follow another guy that built a locomotive cabin, even bought a legitimate chair from the manufacturer. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Judo Main. I appreciate you, Judo Main. Appreciate you. Alright, looks like we're going uphill again. Release those brakes. Start adding some power. And again, I want to get in contact with this guy. I gotta find out how. He's a CSX 5465. And we have another train coming up. It's going to be passing us really shortly. Union Pacific. It's coming up. Is he the guy? I did see a handicapped guy. I don't remember if it was an arm he was missing, but I remember seeing a handicapped guy who had a really amazing grenade setup. Mileport 7467. Approach. Press DTMF 00 and it should change. Okay. Oh, I think we're on it. We're on channel 0. Let me hit him up. I think his name is Rollins. How do I type in chat again? Oh, there you go. Tab. Let's see if he replies. Oh, great. So I'm asking him kind of what he's doing. I'm not sure if he, again, I don't remember. I wasn't watching him the whole time, so I don't know if he is ending his trip in that siding or if he's trying to leave out of that siding. I really hope that we don't get snuck up by this. Yeah, there's our light right there. There's our light. Looks like he got you waiting on the train. Hold on. All right. All right, so let's bring it to a stop here. And I'm also gonna go ahead and tell dispatch in a second that we'll cancel our route request so that we can make sure that he gets out of here, and then we can then get into his spot. So he's saying he is actually trying to get out of that siding. He was trying to find out what dispatch was doing with it. Nikki always has a big glass jar of Cheez-Its on top of his locomotive. That's funny. Yeah, I think everybody has their go-to snack, right? Where can you buy Rent 8? On their website, rent8studios.com. I'm gonna add some brakes in. Let's get it stopped. Not sure how much distance we're gonna need to do so, so we'll add about 10 pounds. Should hopefully be enough to get us slowed down from 10 or 15 miles an hour. And we can see, yep, they gave him the signal to get out of there. Yep, we'll honk the horn, Jay. Give me just a second, man. There it is for you. Now we should be clear. Yeah, we're in the block. There it is. Put the independent brakes on. Put the throttle back, neutral. For the reverser, we'll leave the brakes applied for now. Again, we're not tying down here. We gotta wait here. We got 2 trains coming. 2 trains we gotta wait for. Kill the bell, and you were asking for the horn. I want to do the horn from the outside. Now that horn is not default. I downloaded that horn. I downloaded that horn from, I don't know where I got it. I honestly don't know. There's some different places you can get like modded horns on Run 8. They're pretty easy to install. And I think I downloaded like a pack of like 30 or something. And I just chose that one. I chose that one. So yeah, situation is, we're waiting. Hurry up and wait, basically. Let's go ahead and tell dispatch that we would like to cancel our routing. Relinquish main line authority? No? Is that what I want to do? It said mainline authority granted. Okay, I don't want mainline authority. I want you to... Okay. Alright, so I'll go here and I can now select where I want to go. So I want to go here. I'm just going to double click that, I believe. Yep. That block is now assigned to us. And he should wait this train to come through and then give us that spot. So we'll see if that is how this works. And we'll request signal. Alright, requesting specific destination. How about you enjoy the nice cold can of hurry up and wait? Nice. Alright, well they know what I want. So we're good. We just gotta wait for the other trains to roll by. So we'll hop out of the train, I guess, and take our little crew break. Train is all good and held in place. And any minute now, we'll see a Union Pacific train cut through there. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to get here. Hopefully not too long. You know we can just go outside and record the train that goes by the backyard. Granted, it's a BNSF. Yeah, we could. What's up, Yusuf? Welcome to the stream and hope you're doing well. Rob says he sees BNSF every day. going to and from work. Got the Seligman sub running here in Kingman. Oh yeah, I know that place. You know, Proctus, one day we need to do that, and I want to take the kid too. I want to go to that crossover where BNSF and Union Pacific cross by us. And but I want to go obviously like when there's trains there. Cause we only get like 2 trains a day, I think. I think we only get like 2 a day out here, maybe 3. I only hear like two, maybe 3 trains out here a day. Forget getting out, put your phones out. Am I a real railroader? You're running like a real thing. Makes me feel like I'm at work. I'm not. I am not a real railroader, but I'll take that as a compliment. I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to be like you. Here comes the UP train. Matter of fact, we'll go to the free cam so we can see the meat. Our lights are already dimmed, so that's not an issue. I might go on this side. No, I like this side. I see our train. What's harder to learn, flying a plane or driving a train? Definitely flying a plane. 100% flying a plane. All you need is a crew call count. Give me your engine number. Hey man, I'll sub in. I'll sub in one day. I'll take somebody's place. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. I do not have it open. Sounds good, Fair Merrill. Thank you for sticking around, man. 1 a.m. your time, if it's midnight mine. Thanks for hanging out with us, bro. What is the best simulator game for me? Like, in general? Ooh. I mean, I gotta say Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm sorry. It's hard to beat. I mean, it has the whole freaking world. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to beat Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It has the whole world. You can go anywhere you want. You can walk around. You can drive cars, drive boats. I mean, it has everything. So I have to choose Microsoft. I can't not pick Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Practice says, I don't know, man. I think driving a train, especially on the Depot Plus server, is harder. Especially all the testing they make you do. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, Practice here in chat has failed the Depot Plus server tests, what, twice now? And I truly believe that he knows everything he needs to know. They just keep throwing trick questions at him that he keeps getting slipped up by. Cole Flax says, I wanted to thank you for getting me into the world of train sim. I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you like it. That's something I like. I love hearing, honestly, is as many people know who follow my channel for long enough. They know I try a lot of different simulator games. I've done ship simulators and flight simulators and truck simulators and farm simulators and things like that. And at the end of the day, I'm just playing games that I personally enjoy and just want to share them with people. And if anyone else watches the stream, watches the video, and likes the game enough to want to get it themselves and actually enjoy it, like I see that as like a great thing. I'm like, wow, like my platform allowed somebody to discover a whole hobby or a whole thing that they never would have thought they would actually like. And so I do like it when people tell me that they are playing a completely new type of game because of a video or something like that. So again, I hope you're actually enjoying it, and that's really like it. Oh, what's up, Heem? Welcome to the stream, man. It says, why am I not moving? Because this is part of being a train driver, is hurry up and then wait. We've been driving for 2.5 hours, and we've just got to a red signal ahead. Yeah, train's gone, and now we're waiting for 2 trains to pass us so that we can move again, because it's only 1 track out here. That's why we're sitting here. That's why we're just sitting here. I don't mind it, because I don't know. I don't like it when it's always green. I like it when you get some slowdowns, when you get some stops and whatnot, waiting for traffic. It makes the railroad feel more alive. You know, it's not just you out there. The world doesn't revolve around you, but there's other traffic out there you have to worry about and route around and whatnot. Not to get into it much, but did you see the X-Plane in the files? Yeah, I did. I thought that was funny. X-Planes in the files. You guys know what files I'm talking about. Thought that was hilarious. Have I been aware of the open beta for Infinite Flight? The Piper PA-28 is being tested for Infinite Flight. I did not know that. I didn't know they were making a Piper 28. That's cool. I did see they were doing an A330, I think, in beta testing. But I didn't know they were doing a Piper. But I haven't played Run 8 in years. So I kind of follow some of the news on their Instagram and stuff, but and Twitter, but I haven't actually played in a while. So I'm not in the know of what's happening, what's going on. All right, so that first train passed us. We are waiting for the next one. Again, I don't know how far. Like, this map here does not really give you much distances except for milepost and whatnot. So I don't really know how far that guy is to pass us. So it could be 5 minutes, it could be 10. I don't know. But I'm good. You guys keep me company, so we're chilling. We got our snacks. Well, really, I just have 1 snack left. Actually, I have snacks. I got snacks. This is usually when I'll take a bathroom break, but I already did that. But yeah, in the future, probably, like I said, after, you know, the racing season kind of gets in full swing and that dies down, and when the cars and truck packs come out for American Truck Sim, we'll probably do some trucking on Truck Sim, or driving, I should say, on Truck Sim. Maybe sooner. We'll see. Bro, I do the same thing. I was doing a drive in the ICE earlier today, and I was so pissed because I ran a red light. A red light came out right before the station. Wasn't expecting it. I was expecting to slow down, but I was not expecting to stop. And I got caught by a red light, and it ended the scenario. I was like, dang it. And it happens, like, I think the last 3 times I ran the ICE, I ended with freaking going through a red light. Infinite Flight has been doing beta testing on new graphics and textures. Really? So they have a big like engine update coming in, huh? Is someone doing dispatching, or is it self-dispatching? Dispatch is Run 8 has an auto. It's called auto, but it's basically an auto dispatcher. So it's basically AI. It's an AI dispatching. So on this map, this is the actual dispatch board. But there's like, I don't know, maybe 5 trains on this board in particular, but maybe more. But so if you don't have auto turned on, auto dispatcher turned on, then we could basically dispatch ourselves. And that's how this server used to be, is that you would just dispatch yourself. I think he's coming now. But they added auto dispatch because auto dispatch will also dispatch the other AI traffic. So it'll dispatch us as players, but it'll also dispatch the AI traffic. It'll route them to the correct areas and things like that. So it's really nice to have. It's really nice because as a player, I no longer have to worry about what the other AI trains are doing around me. All I gotta do is contact dispatch, let them know what I want to do, and the AI dispatcher will route me based on what I want to do and make sure I don't hit anybody else, right? So it's cool. Connor Rudd in the house says this is your territory. Yes, sir. We're in Georgia. Right now, we started off around the Manchester, Georgia area, and we headed south. This train needs to go all the way down to Waycross. We're not going to make it that far today. But right now, we are at a siding or a place called Rupert. I don't know if that's a city name. To be honest, I don't know what Rupert is, but that's where we're at, Rupert. Let me see. I can look it up on the map. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, I have a link in the description that'll take you to the actual train tracker app that I use, where you can see me on the map as well as all the AI traffic, the other players in the map. We're in the A line, so that's right. Yeah, there's really no city here where we're at right now. Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. Actually, there's no city. I'm looking at the regular map, like the freaking, the map. There's like nothing here. We're south of Butler. Not sure how many miles, but we're like, that's like the nearest, like, I guess, semi-major Georgia city is Butler, and we're south of that. So we're in Taylor County, if that means anything to you. Can I show the scenery around me? Yeah, we're not doing anything else. It's not, I mean, the scenery in this game is not great. It really only covers the track, as you can see. So it's just like, eh. But it's also, we are actually legit in the middle of nowhere, so there's probably nothing out here. Rupert is a small community? Okay. You live 15 miles or so from the signal at Dyson. Dyson. Oh, we're that's where we're at. Dyson's right behind us. This is Rupert, and then behind us is Dyson. There's a junction, like a crossover thingy at Dyson. Nice. This is actually another player right here passing by. Ooh, coal train, nice. Yeah, it's 3 locomotives in the front. Why do you get more locomotives than me? That's not fair. What's up, man? Gotcha, Connor. Yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah, man, we're right in your neighborhood, bro. Bro, I'm from South Africa, and I love your stream. Thank you, my friend DJ Sfala. Welcome aboard, bro. What part of South Africa? Oh, I guess, yeah, South Africa. Gotcha. Yeah, so back here should be Dyson. Might be going too fast, but there's like a dirt road or something here. I want to say this might be, sometimes the map says what these streets are. Oh yeah, so no, it doesn't. It shows that there is a street here, but it doesn't say what street the name is. But based on this other map, I'm gonna guess. Oh wait, I can show. Can't I show? This might be Georgia 137 that we're sitting on. The street. P47 Murica, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. This is Run 8. It actually says it on that car right there. 137 is a 2-lane blacktop. Okay. Well, this might not be 137. I'm actually seeing there's a couple other farm roads with no names on them. Yeah, I don't think this is 137. Let's see. Let's keep going. Yeah, we're pretty long. Here is a signal. I don't know what signal that is. That might be, that's not Dyson. Dyson is back here. The dirt road. Yeah, here's Dyson. This is Dyson right here. So there's another train ahead of him. Wow, he's still... I thought he would have been long gone. But this train is still on the way out. This is the first train we were waiting for. Yeah, this is Dyson right here. And there are a couple... things on the side of the railroad. There's a signal box. And then... okay, here, this is probably 137 right here. This is probably 137. You tell me. Do you guys recommend buying the subscription for this game? There is no subscription for this game. So do not pay a subscription, because there is no subscription for this game. If you see a subscription option, it is a scam. Because this game has no subscription. Yep, it's alright, cool. This is 130. So you know exactly where we are then. This is 137 right here. Here comes the we'll watch this guy roll by before we head out. Proctor says, oh, go back to the beautiful UP train. I want to go back to the train club with you again sometime. I was thinking about it the other week. We've been so busy on the weekends though. South Africa and the Free State of Bloemfontein. If I said that right. Oh, you're talking about Train Simulator Classic. Yeah, there is a subscription now for Train Sim Classic. That includes like a bunch of DLCs and stuff. I don't know if I recommend it because I've never used it, honestly. Jeremiah, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So there's dumpsters here in real life? Okay, so they didn't model the dumpsters in. If you're ever looking for a good multiplayer experience for Run 8, check out the Highball Run 8. I agree with you, Andrew. The Highball server on Run 8 was the first server that I got on when I got into Run 8. I don't really play on there too much now because I have kind of been dedicated to the depot. There's no rule on the depot server that you can't play other servers. It's just that I really like the way the depot server is set up and the way the jobs are set up. And so when I drive for them. Plus, they also keep track of my hours. Speaking of that, we can actually talk about that. I don't have a crazy amount because I play off and on. But that's an AI train, by the way. Honking by himself. So on the Depot Plus server as a whole, for me, I have this is crazy. I can't believe this, and it's gonna go up after today's stream. But I have since before today's stream, I have 140 hours of driving time on the Depot Plus server. That's crazy. Yesterday I got 4 hours of driving in. I have driven 50 trains. I have 18 hours on the A line, 8 hours on the Gulf Coast line, 9 hours on Pennsylvania. I actually missed that route. I wish we had that server still. And then I have 101 hours on the SoCal server. And that's nothing. Like, compared to the other guys who are on the depot, them guys, you know, they're killing it. Oh, nice, Andrew. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I want to say, man, like, you guys are really killing it on the Highball server. I don't want to discount at all what you guys do. Server is truly great, and I highly recommend it. I would say I would recommend the Highball server to anybody. I really would. I don't know if you guys have changed. I haven't been on the Highball server in maybe a year or two. Like I said, when I first got into Run 8, I was looking for a server, and there were only two options. There was the depot, the public server, and there's a Highball server. And I joined Highball, and the people were super nice. I learned a lot on the Highball server. I got to do some multi-crew stuff with some guys on there. Again, very friendly. And yeah, it was good. But like I said, since I got into the depot, I really like their operations center and all that. All right, so we should, now that that train has passed, we should now get our signal. Yep, there it is. We got our diverging clear there, so we can get back on the road. So we don't have far to go. Again, we are gonna stop right over here at the next sighting, which they didn't give us. Yeah, they should be routing me into there and not that way. Let me see if I can re-request that, because they didn't give me the right route that I wanted. Or do they want me to stop here on this side of the siding? That doesn't seem right. I feel like I should put me in the actual siding. Don't leave me on the main. Yeah, so let's talk to dispatch again and get them to, let's cancel that first of all. So cancel my routing. Wait, let's see, request next. Yeah, cancel my routing. Alright, so you can see that signal now went red. Hopefully there's no more traffic behind. Yeah, we're good for a while. So now we'll actually request again. Now I'm just gonna request the next sighting and see if they give us the next sighting. What's up, Anthony? Welcome to the stream, man. Nice. So we got proceed, signal indication, into next sighting. Exactly what we wanted. Thank you. Limited clear, it's called. How many engines and cars you have hooked up? We got 3 engines total, 2 in the front, 1 in the middle. And then we have, what's to say, 146 total units. Let's get going, guys. Reverser forward. Let's release those brakes. I probably should have done that earlier. Okay, lights back on. Let the brakes charge up a bit. We are going to be rolling downhill, so we want to make sure we have brakes. You can actually hear the slack. Y'all hear that? It's kind of low. I hate how low. I'm not sure why it's so low, but you can actually hear the slack taking up in the back behind us when I release the brakes. You're good, Anthony. You're all good, man. You are all good. So we're charging up the reservoir. The 2 in the front. Our horsepower per ton is 0.9. The requirement for this subdivision is 0.8, so they gave us nothing extra. So it's been, hey, it's been a struggle. We've been making it work, but we have not been getting anywhere fast. I'll tell you that. Not getting anywhere fast. How do you get your head to shake like that in the cab? What do you mean? It's not shaking. Alright, I think we're good. We're pumped up enough. Alright, well, we're just going to release the brake and let it roll down. There it is. You can see right there our acceleration per minute, 7.3. So it don't take much. Does not take much. What screen was I on? Yeah. Are there any older maps you can play? No Steam in this game. The maps that they have covered on Run 8 is the Southern California map, Northern California map, the A-Line, which we're on now, which is multiple maps put together. So we have, it's basically, if you have all the maps, you can drive from Orlando all the way up to Savannah, Georgia. Or you can branch off to the northwest through Waycross in Georgia and go to where we came from, which is like near Manchester, south of Atlanta. But from what I heard is that they plan on extending this exact line through Savannah, Georgia. Was it all the way up to wherever the Amtrak auto train goes to? Somewhere up there. So a lot of track. You could spend hours just driving a single trip in Florida. But the same way in the Southern California route, you got track from like Arizona all the way up to basically the valley in California. And you have the NorCal, the Roseville subdivision, which is in Northern California. And a lot of us are hoping that they'll merge that line to the Southern California route, and you'll be able to drive all the way from, like I said, basically Arizona or LA or wherever, all the way up through to NorCal. So we're hoping for that. We'll see if they do it. I don't know. They don't do much promotion or advertising or road maps. You know, like they don't do anything. Like Run 8 is so weird. It's not like any other game I play. Like there's no PR. They just, when a new route is done or a new train is done or whatever, they just release it. No promo. You just have to go to the website and find out. And so I don't know. I don't know what's coming next or when it's coming next. It's been a while since we've gotten a new route. So I think it's about time. Yep, 2x1. It would be cool to have a simulator. When you open the side window, you get a little breeze coming in the cab. Like you're saying, like a fan turns on in my room when I open up the window. That'd be kind of cool, yeah. Alright, so the speed limit is 45. And we're pulling out of this. Yeah, I'm not sure how far that's going to be, but we'll go with it. Probably put my dynamic brake in setup, because we'll probably need it. Basically Washington, D.C. Okay. Gabe Osborne says he's from Illinois, St. Louis, Illinois, Metro. Didn't know if they had anything Midwestern. Oh, they also have... Let me look. I'm sorry, I didn't finish, I guess, that thought. So yeah, let me start over. So yeah, they have the Southern California line, which is massive, basically from Flagstaff to LA and to the Bay Area, I guess you could say. You have a small little Northern California route called Roseville, which is in Sacramento. And then you go over to the East Coast and you have the Mohawk subdivision, which is New York State. A small line out there. You have the Horseshoe Curve, like the Pennsylvania area. That's like Johnstown, Altoona. I'm not sure what other cities out there. That Pennsylvania area. Is that Pennsylvania? I think it's Pennsylvania. And then you also have the Gulf Coast, they call it, line, which is basically Norfolk Southern line over near Birmingham, Alabama, going down to Tuscaloosa. And then we have, again, the line that we're on that extends basically from a couple of different branches in Georgia down to Orlando, Florida. And again, there's a lot of things that the community are hoping for. They're hoping that they extend more southbound, extend to Tampa, down to Miami, up northbound towards, you know, more of North Carolina and stuff like that. So there's a lot that they can do, right? But it's a very small team at Run 8, very, very small team. And like I said, they don't really do a whole lot of promotion. They just kind of do what they want when they want, and they just drop it. So yeah, I agree, brother Dazzle. I have to agree with you. What's up, Jacob Ryan? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I mean, we're almost done. We'll be parking up soon. It's a good thing we didn't decide to go all the way to what did I say I wanted to do? Ross. Because with the wait and everything, it would have taken a while to get there, like maybe 2.5 hours. So I got a question. Every time I play train sim games, I always get bored. Any tips? Well, what train sim game are you playing? Because it could be one or two things. Either you don't enjoy the gameplay the train sim gives you, or you just don't enjoy train sim. That's the hard truth, to be honest. I'll give you an example. All you guys know I play Train Sim World, and I do enjoy it. I don't actually really get bored too much playing it. I don't like spend 4 hours at a time playing, really. I'll play like for an hour, maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll get off because I do short passenger routes. But when I first got into Train Sim World, I tried shunting, right? I tried, doing yard work in Train Sim World, and I didn't like it. I thought it was boring. I just personally didn't like it. And so I thought that I just didn't like shunting. I thought that I didn't like doing yard work. Well, Derail Valley comes along later on in my life, and I play Derail Valley, and I find myself, shuffling cars and shunting and building trains, and I'm like, this is kind of fun. Like, I thought I hated this. I've been avoiding this for the longest time because I thought I hated this. And come to find out, it was not shunting that I hated. It was just shunting in Train Sim World that I didn't enjoy. That's what the problem was. I didn't mind shunting and building trains in Derail Valley because I wasn't doing it just for the fun of pushing trains around. I was doing it because I was trying to build a train to then take somewhere else. You know what I mean? In Train Sim World, a lot of times, unfortunately, you're like doing all this shunting and stuff, and it like leads you, it holds your hand step by step. It doesn't let you do the fun part of shunting. And the fun part of shunting in Train Sim is the puzzle part. It's saying, hey, you have a cut of 10-20 cars on 3 different tracks. I need you to break them apart and build a new train of 50 cars in this order, or in whatever order you want to do, right? And then you do that, and then when you're done, it doesn't just disappear off the planet, but you get to now drive that train, or your friend can drive that train. You get where I'm going now? So that's the fun that I see in shunting and doing yard work and stuff like that. Is there's more to it than just, hey, go to this track, ding, all right, now go to this track, ding, okay, connect to these 5 cars, ding, connect to these 5. Like, that's how Train Sim World does it, and I get why they do it, because it's more easy for a beginner to understand, but it also takes away what actually makes that fun. Ricky G says, I have 516 hours in Train Sim World 6. Wow. That's impressive. Texas map win. Did you see that there is a guy working on, man, where is it at? I think it's actually Houston, Texas. I think it's like the Beaumont subdivision, which is just outside of Houston. which is my hometown, my home route. I'm excited about that. I believe there is someone making a Texas route. I'm not sure if it's gonna be free or not, but it's some third party who is never made a route before, making a Texas route for Train Sim World. When it's coming out, we don't know. If you Google it, you might find some pictures on the forum. It's a guy who's new to making routes, but I'm excited for that one because, again, that's my home route. I'm familiar with this area. I've learned a lot more about the territory. There's a lot more train activity happening here than I thought. There's some really large yards out here in Houston, Texas. I mean, again, we are like the oil capital of the U.S., so we have a lot of trains coming out of here, taking oil around the entire country. Yep. Matter of fact, I believe it was Train Sim Society who did a video talking about. I don't think it was just about this route, but he mentioned it in a video, and that's how I found out about it. Because I don't read the forums, and so I actually like watching his videos because he reads the forums and then just makes videos about them. So I'm like, yeah, you go read everything and I'll just listen. All right, we have the yellow over green up ahead, which means our siding is coming up. But I'm excited for that. Joe Plains, yes, this is the Fitzgerald sub. All right, Rob, catch you later, man. Have a good night. Thanks for chilling with us today, man. I appreciate you. I'm not sure if it's Union Pacific or BNSF. Can we have both here? Bro, I've not even gotten on the throttle at all. Do you have to constantly calibrate your TSCX controller like with the rail driver? And is this the TSCX controller your daily driver? No, I do not have to constantly calibrate it. Matter of fact, I've never calibrated it. The software that I use to connect it to Train Sim World and Run 8, I don't know if they calibrate it or something, but I never have to calibrate it. Two, yes and no. So the TSCX Train Sim controller has become my daily driver until yesterday. We ran into an issue with Run 8 specifically, where I could not get my dynamic brake to work. It very well could be user error. It's something I gotta figure out, but I haven't had time to look into it. So today, for the first time since I plugged in my TSX controller, I'm using the rail driver again. And it feels a lot different. But I needed my dynamic brakes for our drive today. How much we pulling? We got 146 units. We're at 15,000 tons, 8,900 feet long. CMD, I'm a real 20-year engineer with Norfolk Southern. This is the same simulator we do recertification on. Wait, you guys use Run 8? Like, for real? Do you guys? I mean, please say yes. Because that's cool if it is. Either way, I assume you're retired now. But thank you for your service. Seriously, I mean, you guys freaking sacrifice your life to do this job. We had somebody say yesterday, and it's my first time ever hearing it, and I thought it was so funny but accurate. They said that BNSF stands for Better Not Start a Family. I was like, that was so true. Because, like, to be honest, I have personally looked into the railroad as a career and as a job, and I've considered it, because I love the railroad and stuff. Like, I think it'd be kind of a cool job, and I've kind of looked into, like, what would it take to become a train engineer, and I've looked into it a bit, and I've heard stories from other people who do it for a living, and although the job is pretty cool, I just don't think I want the lifestyle that comes with it, and that's why I'm not a train engineer. Oh, it's Flight Simmer. What's up, my friend? Good morning from Australia. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. Epic Flaming Faces in the house as well. Good to see you as well. Wholesome CT, welcome back, bro. I know you caught us at the end of the stream yesterday, so I'm glad you made it. Have I ever had a problem with a dynamic brake on the rail driver with the Run 8? No, I've never had a problem with the dynamic brake on the Run 8. On the rail driver. No, I've not. Does the train ever go off the rails? Yes, it can, if you don't drive it right. This is real, Daniel. Everything we do here is real. Do you not sound my horn at crossings? Yes, I do. I just probably wasn't paying attention. There's one. I have a reduction to 25 miles an hour is coming up in like right around this corner. Pretty much all jobs out there have issues with starting families. Yeah. Many of them do. Alright, here we go, guys. This is our siding. Once we get in here, we'll get the distance counter turned on, so we can find out when the back of our train is in the siding fully, but we're expecting this siding to have plenty of space. It's 11,000 feet long, plus some. It's a lot of sacrifice, retirement in 2 more years. Well, man, I hope you stay safe for those 2 more years. Hope you're able to enjoy your retirement while you're still healthy. What is the distance counter? Basically, that's what this guy is right here. That number that's going up. It's going to count up. Well, you can either count up or count down. I have it set to counting up, but basically it's going to count up until it reaches the length of our train, which is 8930. When it gets to 8930, it'll ding at us, letting us know that at the point that I pressed the distance counter, that number has reached that point, right? So we'll know that we are fully in the siding. And so it's how you know where the back of your train is, basically. Because we don't have anybody back there. And let's take one last look at our oops. Take one last look at our train as we come to a stop here. Working on the railroad is learning something new every day. I bet it is. Jonathan Frederick says, I've been a police officer for 24 years and my ex-wife couldn't handle your career. Dang. No, TJ Pool, we'll be parking here for the night. There's no trains coming. Not for a while. Actually, there is a train coming. We might see him too. We might see one more train actually passing by. But no, we're parking here for the night. It was a long way to go still. Long way to go. And I knew that. I never expected to make it to the end. Like I said, like 200 miles between where we started and where this train needs to go. Oh, nice. A lot of railroaders in the chat. Anthony has been on the railroad for 18 years. Thank you, Jacob, for the likes, man. I appreciate you, bro. 3,000 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, we are live on TikTok and on YouTube. I want to say a big shout out to everybody watching on either platform. Wherever you're watching from, you're greatly appreciated. You are greatly appreciated. All right, let's make sure we don't stop. We want to stop. We want to keep going. We're on the Fitzgerald subdivision right now. Is that what you said, DMV? That's what you said. Yeah, that was you. That was you. Hey, don't be surprised if the next time we run a BNSF train, I put that in the title of the stream. I'll just put better not start a family. I thought that was so funny. I think aviation is the same too, to be honest. It's kind of hard to balance and maintain a family, especially a new family, while being a pilot on the road and stuff. It's tough. You gotta have the right partner, you know what I mean? Mike says, can I send you a friend request and be a conductor with you? You mean on Run 8? Is that what you're saying? On the top left? No, on the top left of the screen, that's the local in-game time. So it's 2:51 right now in-game. It's not real time. Law enforcement careers are unfortunately high on divorce rates. No, I never really realized that. I guess there's a lot of reasons for that, right? There's the demand of the job, but there's also, you know, and I feel for our law enforcement people and first responders, because you guys carry so much like mental weight, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go out there and you're saving people's lives. You're seeing people on their worst day. You're seeing the worst side of people. And then you gotta come home and kiss your wife and smile at your kids. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like going to war and then coming back and having to act like everything is normal. Like, I could definitely see that being challenging. Like, I really think that I probably would personally have a struggle with compartmentalizing that. Especially on-call detectives and forensic investigators. Yeah. Yep, God bless our troops and first responders for sure, man. Railroad workers are a very special breed. Back-breaking work, literally. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Have I ever driven a train on the R... Did I say F and P? I don't know what that is, so no. The Fitzgerald subs where you started. Nice. In your agency, you were on call for 24/7 during your marriage. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Alright, somebody asked for the horn, so I'll give them some horn. There you go. That's for you. All right, distance counter is still counting up. We got about 3,000 more feet to the back end of our train is fully in the siding, but we'll probably pull it to the end of the siding. I usually don't like parking in the middle. I like parking all the way at the light. And where are we? There we are. Yeah, so we should see another train coming up. Got a meetup happening. Omar, this is only on PC. It's called Run 8. You can get it from run8studios.com, and it's only on PC. I don't know how much the game costs. I bought it a long time ago. I'll tell you what, it can get expensive if you decide to buy all the livery packs and all that stuff, which is what I did. But I do play the game. I do, you know, it's worth it for me. It's worth it for me. But yeah, I looked into the railroading and stuff, and I kind of saw, it's like, yeah, I don't think that's for me. I would still love to someday just get like a day. Like I really want the opportunity to just spend a day on the railroad and just see what it's like. I wouldn't mind working. Like, put me to work. I'll freaking hammer some stuff. You know, I don't know. I'll freaking weld a rail together. Put me on MOW. I don't know. I don't care. Like, I just want to be on a train for a day, like behind the scenes in the cab. I wanna experience hooking up like freaking a freight car to a locomotive. Like I don't want to work full time, you know, or as a career, but I want just like a day. Just give me a day, maybe two, right? A day or two, just to be on the railroad. Put me in a hard hat, you know what I mean, and put me to work for a day. And let me bring my camera. That's all I ask. Let me bring my camera where I can wear some meta glasses. I'll buy meta glasses. I don't have any, but I'll get some, or a GoPro in my head. I don't know. Let me document that just for a day. I want to experience it. What's up, your boy Marv? Welcome to the stream. Says your YouTube videos on Microsoft Flight Sim plane tutorials help me a lot. Never thought I'd stumble upon you on TikTok. Yeah, man, I'm here. I haven't been here that much lately, I'll be honest. On TikTok, I haven't been that active on TikTok lately, but I have been kind of multi-streaming from YouTube to TikTok from time to time. So, all right, here comes our traffic. He's already got the light dimmed for us. Very nice of him. Try volunteering at a historical train museum. I gotta find one. I gotta find one. Yeah, we're online, Marv. We're online. Alright, so wait for the beep here in a second on the distance counter. Yep, Depot Plus. All right, 200 feet. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Got the beep. So that beep just says that our distance counter number has equaled the distance or the length of our train, which to us means that we know that our train is now fully in the siding. So basically this train on our right should not have to stop because dispatch, yep, and they already did. So they already cleared him straight through without stopping there. So perfect timing. But this is a long siding. So if we hit 8,000 feet, this siding's 11,000 feet. So that means we have about 2,000 more feet of siding before we need to stop before the light. Try volunteering at a historical train museum. Galveston has one. Okay. Maybe I'll consider that. I helped you so much with Microsoft 2024 and Train Sim World 5. Again, glad I could help, man. Seriously, I'm glad I could help. That's why I do that. That train that passed us, I don't think that was a real player. No, that was AI. Yeah, that train was AI. Is there a reason why I'm moving so slow? Yeah, because we're about to park. We're about to stop. Wait, is that it right there? Oh crap, it is. That's our stop right there. Just a little bit of brakes, all it takes. I might have panicked a little bit, but we're okay. Alright, there it is. Now, I've not really gotten the hang of bunching up the train, which I would like to do. I guess we could reverse, right? Bunch it up, but we still can't bunch up the back because there's no locomotive back there. We'll just leave it like this. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, so lights to dim, independent brakes can come on. We'll leave those brakes on. Throttle's idle. All right, reverser's idle. Beautiful. We'll set our handbrake as well. And we're good, chat. We're tied down. I think. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. Well, let's see how far we made it today. We are in a place called Ideal. Milepost 7378. We started at campground 7964. So that's like what, 30? No. How many miles is that? Somebody do math. 796. I was gonna freaking get a calculator. 796 minus 737. 59 miles. So 9 more miles than yesterday. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Can we see the section? What do you mean? Oh, the setup. You work on the railroad, you can't play Railroad Sim. No, this is it. We're locking it down here. This is the end. I'll do a quick fly by the train for those who didn't get to see it in the stream. But that's a wrap. So we got the 2 in the front here. We got these grain type cars behind us, or dry bulk good cars. We got a couple empties right here. Some more hoppers, some box cars. I don't know what's inside of them. They don't tell you what's inside of them. Yep, Luke, second night in the row on the rails, and I'm considering doing 3. I'm considering doing another train sim stream tomorrow. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. There's a new Train Sim World route update, I should say. Not a DLC, it's a route update coming out this week, and I have access to it already. So I'm thinking about streaming that tomorrow. I'm considering it. I might not, but I might do it. I don't know. We'll see. That'll be a much shorter stream, but still pretty fun. So I may see if I can triple down on Train Sim this week and do that tomorrow. I also do have plans to do some more flight sim. So for those in the chat who like aviation and flight sim, I'm hoping to at least get 1 flight sim stream in this week. And we'll see about DCS. I'm not sure if we may do DCS on Friday. I know the guys like to fly on Friday, so we might do a DCS stream on Friday. We'll see. It kind of depends. I'm taking it one day at a time. There's our mid DPU, just the only one we got. ES44 DC. So there's 3 locomotives on this train. And then got some hazmats here. Some empties, bear tables. What's my favorite sim game? Great question. Somebody asked me that earlier today, and it is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. It's hard to beat that. Hard to beat that. Did you get the Thomas the Tank Engine? I do have the Thomas the Tank Engine DLC for Train Sim World, and honestly, I am actually looking forward to the Thomas the Tank Engine full game coming out by Dovetail whenever that comes out. Thomas the Tank Engine is a major part of why I like trains today in my childhood. So it's just it's massive, just history and nostalgia overload, basically. You know what I mean? So I've always wanted, since I was a kid, a Thomas the Tank Engine like train simulator type game, and we're finally getting that. So hopefully when my kid gets old enough to play games, maybe he can try it and play it and enjoy it. And as an adult, I'm gonna play it still. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with that. But guys, we gotta get out of here. Jump in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Seriously, so I can give you guys all shout outs so we can get out of here. Thank you guys for riding along with us. Again, for those who just joined us, this game is called Run 8. It is on on PC only, and you can get it from the website run8studios.com. We are on the Depot Plus multiplayer server. You do have to apply to get into this server. There are other good servers out there that you do not have to apply for. One of those being the Highball server, which is where I originally started. So definitely recommend checking that out. I really only got into this game for the multiplayer. I don't know much about how to do single player, so I can't answer those questions all too well. Because again, I've never really done single player in this game. But there is a single player side where you can create your own train, build your own train. You know, you can literally do whatever you want. It's a complete sandbox. You can put trains wherever you want them to go, whatever, right? You can do all that if you want. Because I'm on a server, the server has already predetermined what trains are where, blah, 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 right? So that's how I'm playing right now. But anyways, we got, looks like Latrice Day. Am I saying your name right? From Chicago. Craig from New Zealand. Sean Madison, representing Birmingham, Alabama. Let's get the chat. Let's get the music going as well with this. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right. Who else we got? We got Risuk from Finland in the house. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Ricky G from Texas. Amazing. We had Kay Lathuit or Kay. I'm just gonna call you Kay. Kay from Florida. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Jonathan Frederick from Louisiana. Anthony from Missouri. Michael Heron from San Antonio. Your boy Marv from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm with you, bro. Me too. Eli from California. Captain DMV from Maryland. Spider Mike from Connecticut. And to anyone else who's watching, I want to say a huge shout out and thank you so much for riding along with us. As I always say, thank you. I couldn't thank you guys so much. This has been fun. Thanks for keeping me company. We're definitely gonna have to do this again. All right, we're definitely gonna have to do this again. Y'all stay safe out there. Have an amazing week. Hopefully I'll see you in the next live stream, if that's tomorrow or the next day. And until next time, guys, remember you have 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I am out of here. See ya.